I wasn't wearing a shirt. My hoodie would be uncomfortable.
Hello and welcome
Oh, we're doing that
to Out of the
tonight?
Abyss, session 61. We're back for
61.
the first time in 11 months.
Excuse me.
It's been 11 months.
We
Wow.
stopped a little bit before Thanksgiving,
Jesus.
and then had a few weddings in there,
Mm-hmm.
a few months of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and then like 4 months of nothing.
Yep.
So, nothing really happened.
Yep. It's fine. The world's fine. It's not on fire. Oh wait, no, it's literally on fire.
It's
Okay.
great. Gotta love the new pop filters.
Right.
Yeah, no, they're great. They come installed on many faces.
Are you still shipping?
I was at an event with people recently, so I'm rocking the height of fashion tonight.
I hear those people are the worst.
But on the bright side, I won't fit on the camera at all when I.
There we go.
I regret doing that because I'm wearing a mask.
Now
Whatever.
Check that.
So, beep beep, I'm a train. You're all wonderful. I have very much missed this.
Oh my god.
So, when last
Doug's here for that.
we played Out of the Abyss, or I guess a
Yes.
brief rundown so far.
Oh.
You all found yourselves imprisoned in a drow encampment called Velkenveld. I'm just going to keep touching this the whole day, and everyone's just going to have to deal with it because it keeps moving because I'm talking a lot. You found yourselves prisoners in an underground drow prison known as Velkenveld under the angry, watchful eye of a drow priestess called Ilvara Mizrim. You escaped that prison during a demonic incursion of some sort and made your way with many fellow prisoners and would-be allies away from the prison and have trekked across much of a lot of the Underdark at this point. Going to the Kuatoa village of Slubludap, where you witnessed the appearance of the Demogorgon who obliterated the town. You made your way across the Dark Lake on boats to Gracklestugh, where you spent many, many happy months. Many. And met your dear friend Yormek, who replaced the long-lost Tyr, hashtag RIP Tyr,
Ripped here.
who had nobly sacrificed himself to the Demogorgon. Sacrifice is probably a strong word, but he was
Looked
trying
down.
to.
Heroically misstepped.
Yep, that's a really accurate way to put it. Heroically misstepped, leading to his demise, along with that of Prince Darendil.
Oh, yeah.
So in Gracklestugh, you found yourselves working with and against some of the Duergar there, the holders of the torch, keepers of the flame, what have you.
Keepers of the torch.
A clerical order in town who worked for Thembershad, the ancient red dragon, who keeps the city's forges lit.
Yeah.
You know, you found yourselves involved in a plot to remove and overthrow him, and you delivered to him a dragon egg, which he promptly destroyed
Such a waste.
to make sure that the city could not afford to replace him. After leaving Gracklestugh, you encountered Grazilax, a mind flayer and member of the Society of Brilliance, who took one of your allies, Wickham, under his wing and ate his brain and disappeared, never to be heard from again.
Canon.
Called it.
On your way to return
TM7
home
must be
your
true.
small Myconid friend, Stool, to Neverlight Grove, you encountered a new ally, a female gnome wizard named Vera. You reached Neverlight Grove delivered Stool, but found that Neverlight Grove had been tainted by the presence of the Demon Lords as well. And Stool and a small contingent of the Mycon is there, left to roam the Underdark elsewhere. After Neverlight Grove and escaping there, though losing your friend Zatuo in the process, you made your way to the Deep Gnome, the Zwerfneblin city of Blingdenstone. There you met several people, helped the city overcome a demonic ooze presence that threatened to overrun their still recovering settlement, recovering from a just being completely wiped out by Drow almost 100 years prior. After defeating the Pudding King in Blingdenstone, the leaders of the city gave you a guide, someone who could take you out of the Underdark and back up to the top side. After a few interesting close calls on your way out, you found yourselves face to face again with Ilvara, as she was hell-bent on preventing your escape, as the lost prisoners was quite a blight on the family name and record in Menzoberranzan. However, you, at the cost of some allies, had a very near miss, close call, but the four of you managed to escape the Underdark and get back above ground. Yormik for the first time ever.
Killed the sun.
Try to.
Killed the sun. Once topside, the next thing you did was work to get your bearings, trying to figure out where you were. And the first place you happened to come across where you were able to gather some information was Zamorvin Hall, a small, castle fort outpost along a river that's name I currently forget. A river that runs to the town of Silvery Moon. He listened to the tales of your time in the Underdark, gave you all a letter intended for a half-orc named Rendar Frostwolf of the Dancing Goat Tavern in Silvery Moon. Basically, it's a letter of introduction, for the most part.
Who's it to?
Rendar Frostwolf.
Have we read it yet?
It has a seal, but no, you have not.
It's weird. Is there any water nearby?
And so we're back into it, guys.
Yeah, that's it. But Harthus Zamorvin sent you on your way to Silvery Moon, where you hoped to spread the word and get help with what's going on in the Underdark. So, at the end of last session, you all he had lent horses to each of you, and we ended last session with the four of you cresting a hill, and in a valley below and in front of you lies the metropolis city of Silvery Moon.
Is that big?
It's pretty huge.
Compared to Deep of Waters, how big is that? That's pretty sweet.
Bigger,
Yeah.
right?
It's bigger than Waterdeep?
No, I don't think
It's
so.
not?
Waterdeep's fucking enormous.
Is that our perspective? Is that,
Love it.
Approximately. I mean, it's kind of that kind of view.
where's the bridge in comparison to our direction from the city?
I mean, the bridge is in the middle of the city. Sorry, it's two different pictures.
So, how sure are we that letter doesn't say throw these guys into jail when you find find him.
But why would she? Why would they want to do that?
I don't know your customs on the top side.
I mean, you have to
I've
understand-
given that letter to many people to send. It's a very good prank in the Underdark, but up here I'm not sure how well it's going to be received.
Is it?
I mean, I can understand wanting to throw him in jail.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, look at
I
it.
could see that prank being held many times.
Right.
Okay, anyway,
Maybe we should read it.
I probably could figure out how to open it without.
Based on what?
It looks like a thing I could probably do.
And how many times have you
What
done
looks
this?
like a thing you could do?
I
Open
mean,
the
this-
letter?
yeah,
I
it's
can
got
open the letter.
Well, yeah, but like do it in a way that we could like reseal it. So we could like just push, like we have. You took the ring, right?
What?
The one that. Never mind. Never mind. So, who knows someone in this city?
I don't. I was hoping there was someone from my
Someone knew
Maybe?
someone.
I don't think I did.
So
Damn
Maybe?
help.
I might.
flashback humor. So you know that there is a temple to Selune
Sure.
in Silvery Moon.
My fam is Lune famous.
Mm-hmm.
So my name drop might be worth something.
Yeah, no, I don't remember exactly how much conversation you guys had with Parthos specifically about Silver Moon and stuff.
Mm.
But a few high-level things. Obviously, that giant bridge is literally called the Moon Bridge, and it connects the northern and southern halves of Silver Moon over that river. There is the leader of that city is named High Mage Methramar Arasume.
Quick, write down now.
Yeah,
First one,
it is.
first name.
It is protected by the Knights in Silver and the Spell Guard. And I would say so. Bryn would probably just have known this one, and possibly Vera as well, given your professional contacts. But it is a haven for an organization known as the Harpers, which is sort of a loosely affiliated sort of spy network of generally good aligned wizards and bards.
And this is just Silvery Moon in general.
Who was the leader, or what was the name drop?
High Mage Methramar Arasume. Literally Meth, Ram, and then the abbreviation for the month March, and that is the first name.
Mm-hmm.
That worked really well, actually.
And then AER, and then Assume, but missing an S.
My gosh.
Hmm.
Yes. Hand cramps. I remember this now. No,
You
actually.
wrote like 3
Not
sentences.
actually. Not actually.
You are
He's out of practice,
wrong,
okay?
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I was Vera was hoping that there would be someone from Womp there, but I don't think there's one for
No, the WOMP is specifically a Waterdavian organization.
Right. So maybe someone's on vacation.
I mean, there would probably be mages that know
Of Womp.
of like the organization of WOMP potentially. I got to imagine that the Harpers certainly span more than just Silvery Moon. So it could, they could have more likely that they know that WOMP people know Harpers that hail from Waterdeep than anything else.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Do we know that anybody in our party is a Harper or not so far?
I'm not even.
I'm not, and that would probably be the most likely.
Okay, yeah, that was. I didn't want to make you
Yeah, no, I'm not.
drop that if you were, but. Well,
But I mean, I sing to stones, and they do what I tell them. I don't see why they wouldn't let me in.
it's my hood up, just this shadow of blackness. You guys just hear. Yeah, that sounds about right. Still having the shadow hood up.
The sunglasses plus.
Yeah.
Right.
Sunglasses plus.
Yeah. You don't look suspicious at all. You'll fit right
Like
in.
I said, I get surprised. No one just throw him a chair. Look how shady he looks.
I-
Literally.
It's a medical
As
condition.
far as
They
they
have to
know,
understand.
I'm just an elf like anyone else.
I look down at him and I'm like,
I look down at him.
So is he almost half dwarfism there? Or is that
All right, half elf.
Never heard of one. You are half of an elf,
That'll
maybe.
work.
half elf?
You'd be a pretty overweight, like halfling.
I am half of one elf.
So we go to the Temple of Selune and hope to find someone that's reasonable to talk to.
That should be all of them, Bryn.
Seems like a long shot. But
There's also the Harpers, right?
The who?
The Hoppers, he said. He said the Hoppers.
the Hoppers.
The Hoppers.
They're a clan of rabbits.
I would know.
Harpers.
I would know the Harpers, right? Or would I?
You a little less likely to.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
much more often a like an arcane casters kind of thing. Like your
Right.
you have your like religious order and what you guys do.
Yeah,
so like
Selene bros, paladins.
right. Paladin.
I've never
the
worked with
worst
Harpers.
joke that has carried on through the ages.
I'm so happy that's
3
still around.
years later. Anyways,
But we could see if they're willing to give us some aid. I mean, if they don't already know about this, we might as well tell them.
I mean, I hear they're pretty promiscuous, but I don't know that I want to request that.
This sounds like a job.
Oh, I mean, I got it anyway, but
We may as well start with the Temple of Selune if
I
you
mean,
think
yeah,
that they'll.
we're gonna have.
whichever is closer.
I
Doesn't-
mean, yeah, they're going to treat.
well, or should we just deliver this letter first?
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting. I was absent-minded that day. We can deliver the letter.
But I suppose,
I don't really-
first of all,
But we can ask who
do
read
you
them.
want to? Well, we could always just deliver them the letter. He goes invisible, reads the letter over their shoulder, and then
That's
we-
an option. Or here, how about this? I'll deliver the letter by myself. You all can go. Well, actually, we'll go deliver the letter because he obviously doesn't want to be in a temple. And you two can go represent the group as best possible. Just imagine what I'd do if I were there.
Yes, as a counterexample to
Then do
things
the
I
opposites.
shouldn't do.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Just pretend I was there.
Could be a way to learn a bit more about the layout of the city.
Maybe we should see what's like the rumors around Verenda Frostproof and see if there's someone we want to associate with before we deliver the letter. And if there's someone shady, we probably want to take a look.
Yes.
Founded.
And even if right, and even if they're good, maybe we do it anyway. But going in with more information couldn't really hurt.
So we're going to a bar.
I thought they were going to meet with your people in your church, yes? Because we can expect to
Sure,
at least
let's do that. That seems
I feel like
like
we'll be, at least
that
them,
seems like we need some
at least with them,
direction.
we'll
here.
we'll be greeted with open arms. I assume.
Well, I don't know anybody specifically from this.
But they
Sure, what can go wrong?
You said you were going to name drop. I thought that
I
was.
will do that.
How about we go to just some random
Are you some sort of
places?
pariah or what? I don't.
Say what?
Let's go to the temple.
Let's go to the temple.
To the temple.
To the city first, and then to the temple.
We're like standing
It's
outside
like
the city. To the temple.
It's like looking down
The
at it.
guards are like standing there, like
Not having
the
this
hell are they
stupid
doing?
argument in the city.
Like, what are they doing over
Just
there?
arguing.
Amazing.
Oh, shady.
3 days later.
3 days later.
We have to look pretty pale at this point, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally been months. This is the
Okay.
and also never.
Yeah. Literally gray.
Like, yeah, it's like sickly gray. Literally looks like weird
So
stone.
I got like a Thanos glove on one hand and probably a leather glove I picked up at some point.
Surprisingly, the shadow hood actually looks less suspicious than just
Right.
your face.
I'm just
You don't have a gauntlet anymore.
Oh, you're right. It's broken. Yes.
Yeah, you
okay.
ruined
You have a
it.
super dope new spell instead.
I do. I'm very happy about the spell.
Yeah.
No Thanos.
Does anybody have any gloves? I think I could probably hide.
I look over at Bryn and I'm like, well, it's not gonna work if we give him one.
Anything. I could probably.
Nope,
I have.
we're also outside the city. We can probably buy you some
I
gloves.
pull out my pocket. I have 3 copper pieces.
Is that actually?
Yeah.
That is how much money I have.
No.
I can verify that is true.
I guess I haven't had to spend money on anything since
Well,
getting my
he
armor.
bought like
I
the,
bought the pickaxe.
Like he
and
spent, yeah.
I spent everything on the
I do
pickaxe.
not. I do not have any gloves, unfortunately.
I'm gonna.
I mean, it's also
Ooh, actually.
It's 3 Underdark copper.
it's not illegal to be a Duergar in Silvery Moon. It's just odd.
Oh, okay, I can run with that.
I might. If there's.
As long as you're not shitty, you won't be unwelcome.
I'm gonna field you 10 gold pieces.
Oh wow.
Just so you're.
Yes.
Able to bribe
So if he
someone
gets
once you get in
lost,
trouble.
somebody lost.
I can phone.
Have
I
you just
bus
imagine?
pass.
Have you
like-
seen my parents? Can anyone lend me a sending stone?
So I think there might be a pair of gloves in my kit of Tinker's tools. Maybe. But if there's not, then I don't have any. So.
I mean, sure, if you really want a pair of gloves, yeah, you can have the greasy ones from Vera's toolkit. They're really small on you, but
Now
you
the
can get 'em on.
grease, be careful, it is very flammable. So don't use anything fire related.
Well, you know me. That should fit right in the toolkit.
Great.
Oh, this is perfect. I love it so much.
And you should get the new pair, because I'm going to need those back.
One last question.
Should get a pair.
I have a spell gem.
That's right.
What spell was in that?
Probably
Wish. I'm
Haste.
pretty sure it was Wish.
Oh yeah, it's
What
3
level of
wish
spell gem was
spells. Huh?
What level of spell gem?
9.
It's a bloodstone.
9
I
if
believe
there's a
it
wish
can
in it.
actually
Yeah.
hold up to level 9 spells.
That's not true. Like maybe it can hold a 4th.
Oh, up to a 3rd level
Okay.
spell.
I was like, I'm confident I never printed out one that could go that high.
Spells.
And I printed out several levels of them.
We can just keep refilling this. That's why it's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yep. Just got
It's just,
haste.
right. It's matter what spell we thought. I remember arguing about what spell
Also,
we
I
best
can't
put into
use
it.
long swords.
You
That
can't.
was the issue.
Oh.
I'm not proficient with them.
Seriously?
Get good.
Get good, kid.
What?
Oh no, I am.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say
have
that,
to
I
that
could have
sounds.
sworn, I could have sworn
I was
that
gonna
there was
say you
something
have to be.
that
It's-
prevented me from
I'm pretty
being
sure
able to
long
wield.
sword-
I mean, I think it's just because your dex isn't super high. So like, is it because you can finesse it because the blade is made of flame? It's light enough that you can finesse it.
Can I not?
But-
update?
Yeah, I was thinking that there was something where like something stopping me from effectively using it.
I don't think so. I think it's
Guess
just the
not.
fact that you wanted the paladin to have the crazy
thing.
dog.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then I lost my good shield, and now it feels less good
He
to
also
wield
lost.
that.
He lost. He also lost
Eventually, I'm
a
going to
good
take
friend.
2-weapon fighting and have Dawnbringer and Shadow.
Dawnbringer.
What about it?
Oh.
You don't have it, buddy.
I know. I have been.
Dawnbringer, like,
She
hates
chose
you.
not to have me.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
I
and
said you were
Dawnbringer
gonna
has
attack
lesser
this thing.
restoration. That
Yes.
also helps that
Oh,
decision.
that's why.
Yes, it does.
Suddenly, all my decisions are coming back and making sense. Good job, past me.
Oh, this is
A
great.
plus.
All right, we're there.
Plus.
We're in,
Going to the temple.
we're in the temple.
All right.
Well,
so
assuming that we completely blow through everything.
Yeah.
You enter,
Yeah.
you enter a city.
Nope.
Don't worry about the gates.
We
not
fly over the
interesting.
gates. Not a problem.
Make
so
a
First-
dex check
first
to
real
not trip
city.
over the paving stones.
Right.
First real city.
no. So you approach the city from the northwest. You're on the north side of the river still. You come up to a gate which it's guarded but open. It's like open for the day's travelers, commerce, whoever else needs to pass. It's not like the city's locked down in any capacity. And one of the guards is kind of eyeballing Yormik a little bit. Just because you're right, absolutely right. He
Is he
looks
shady?
very sketchy.
Afternoon buckaroo.
I just whack him like on the side of the head, and I just say sorry.
I read that in the book once. All right.
You can't
You
read.
can read?
Pauses, checks character sheet. Can I?
It's a real toss up.
He says it in undercommon.
Right. I was gonna say you could probably read
I can read Darrow, maybe.
I don't think
And my
Daryl
ability to speak
Wright
undercommon
would
is
be
less
crazy.
useful now.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
Stupid fucking mask, man. I just keep touching it, and I hate it so much.
If you didn't have to talk, it probably wouldn't move so much.
Right, I know.
But unfortunately, it's kind of unavoidable.
I'll hold it still and
You can
just
duct
talk like
tape it.
this the whole time.
Good stuff.
Constant
Just
surprise.
write all the narration out for us.
I'll just have you guys do it. Here, somebody else switch me seats, and I will.
New petty tyrant.
So yeah, no. So the city gates are open. There's a handful of guards, but it looks like, you know, business as usual. Nothing stands out to you. Do you ask one of them for directions, or
Are
you
we
just gonna
over
like
the
wander
bridge
for
already?
a while?
Are we over the
The
Rainbow
bridge is in the city. The bridge is literally in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it connects.
Oh,
it connects
So
over
here's
like a river.
yeah, it's this bridge over
Yes.
the middle of everything,
Okay.
and you guys came in through
Over
this
there.
corner.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm just trying to get through without them stopping and talking to this guy.
I mean, that's fair.
Well,
So
we're
yeah,
going
no,
to
you,
actually get in.
yeah, I mean they don't even. There's no inspections or anything. You're just you make it through the gate, no problem. Inside, you find a pretty normal looking city. There's buildings and shops and houses and apartments
And
and
he's losing his mind because it's something like he's never seen.
There's
Right?
a lot happening here.
so yeah, the architecture here to you would be just fucking nuts because it's very like Rivendell but Metropolis version. So much of the architecture though is like built into naturally occurring like enormous trees or like naturally occurring structures and objects. And there's like a lot of things in the Underdark I would say are probably either very like jagged or squared off. And here everything is very like curved and bending and like artistically done almost. That it just has an odd like architecture to you. Everything just looks a little weird, but like you see people, you see more humans and elves in one place than you've ever seen before in your life.
Are there any normal dwarves there?
Yeah, I mean there's some random dwarf passersby. There's a handful of gnomes in the marketplaces mostly, and you see some halflings as well. It's a regular topside smorgasbord of creatures.
Why are none of the buildings finished?
I just pat him on the shoulder. I like lower down to his level and say, Gracklestube tried.
Can't wait till
We'll handle this later. There's too many people. Most of these buildings look like they could catch on fire, which is mistake number one if you're building a city. So I feel like I can't have this conversation around here.
I mean, he's actually right on that one.
I can't deny that aspect.
Then again, we don't have like a dragon tyrant
Yeah.
ruling over the city and breathing fire onto all the buildings.
And like
Just then an emerald dragon.
Flies over.
not to mention just wantonly throwing fire around is usually frowned upon.
Really?
What do you mean, really? It was the same in Gracklestube.
There was fire all over the place. The forages were lit constantly with the flames of a dragon. Like we lived in fire.
But your buildings weren't.
Yep, all
Made of
of
wood?
our fire is in the sky.
Oh, sorry, my face.
Just the light bulb. I think
You know, that's true. For someone who loves fire so much,
it never really hit me that just a lot.
yeah, it's okay. Take
Yeah.
some time. Take some time. Take some quiet meditation. Very quiet.
Very.
Very quiet. Yeah. Okay. Now we can go into the temple.
I think I just saw his int go up by one.
Becoming wise to the world, you are
There we
right.
go.
You learning stuff.
I've got more questions about the moon coming up, so don't worry.
Oh my god!
Wait till
Oh, that's amazing. Wait, what is this? What is this weird?
Or,
This
or,
is
like,
not
or
fire.
lightning.
What's this sun that's smaller and crescent shaped that I can actually kind of look at? Why is the star so big?
They're just really far away fireballs.
Oh, stars, man.
Anywho, you make your way into the city, no problem. You know, presumably at some point you find a kid or a street salesman or
Town crier.
somewhat town crier, and anyone who's going to know the way around, and have them point you in the direction of the temple or the
Temple.
bar.
Sure,
we
temple.
don't want to take the edge off.
Temple.
Temple.
Temple
Temple.
it is. So they point you towards the eastern side of the North Shore portion of the city. So it's called North Shore, South Shore. Very
Which one's
obvious
the second?
definitions there. Yeah, it's tough to tell them apart. I know. They both connect to the same bridge. So like, how can you tell them apart? But no. So it's in the eastern quadrant of the
Of the northern.
northern
half.
district.
Sure.
Sure. Where once you get to that side of town, one thing that stands out, there's just like one just remarkably enormous tree that just is bigger than every other tree that you've seen in Silvery Moon. It's on the order of, I'll just for scale,
That thing at the bottom.
there's a tree up over there
Mhm.
that's like bigger than a lot of the buildings.
Yep.
You see that?
Oh, yeah.
And so it would just be like, you know, like the first time seeing like the redwoods in California, that kind of thing. Like this is like an epically large, clearly incredibly old tree.
Mhm.
That's just like a sight to behold. But yeah, so they point you to the temple in that vicinity. And when it comes into view, it's just very immediately obvious that this is the building. There's like spires and towers reminiscent of there's what's that like church building over by Kumo
Oh.
with like
St.
the
John's?
maybe, but like very like cathedral like spire, gold
I
topped,
know what it's
gold domed structures. You know, obviously plentiful imagery is of the of like a crescent moon, which like that's the Selune of the symbol of Selune is a crescent moon, but there's a lot of those as well as other lunar imagery and a lot of like curved archways in addition to these like golden domed towers. The doors to the front of the temple are closed when you get there, and there's no one standing outside at the moment.
Just sort of we cured everyone's lycanthropy, right?
Yep.
Right?
Oh, good question.
We did.
Did that?
Yep.
Okay.
That
Yes.
one guy who
You did.
that one guy who
Yes.
died in the fight did it for us.
Because I became
before
old
fighting.
for a moment.
What's your people don't like that, right?
It's not that they don't like that. They don't like.
They're very picky.
Evil.
They're very picky about them.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just something that happens randomly.
It's evil lycanthropes that we don't
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's very
I mean, that's how I ended up in the Underdark. I was hunting them.
That must have been real confusing for you for a little while.
It was big change. Big change.
Big.
Well, we'll
Right.
approach the temple doors. Do I know anything about this temple other than the fact that it exists?
Allegedly.
Probably not much in the way of specifics.
Mhm.
You know, like maybe you know the name of the high priestess of this temple or something.
Okay, that would be reasonable.
Which, but like that's sort of it, right? Like
Yeah.
how much do you know about, you know, like the government of California? Maybe you
Sure.
know the governor's name, kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
I did.
The governor. Yeah. So you knock on the door. They have these the knockers on the door are like crescent moon shaped ones.
Sweet.
Of course, it's just
Walk
kind of easy.
Yep.
So you knock on the door, and a few moments later, it is opened by a few younger acolytes. You can tell by the robes that they're wearing, and a young elven male greets you and just. Hello, friend. What is your business at the temple today?
My name is Nero Maris. I'm a paladin of Selune from the High Forest, and Neverwinter more specifically. I have just gone through quite tumultuous times in the Underdark, and I come bearing grave news. We seek not only aid, but to spread the information that we have discovered, because the situation is quite dire.
You seek an audience with the High Priestess, then?
That is correct.
Very well. One moment. Let me. Nero Amaris? Let me go and see if she's available. One moment, please. Brings you into the vestibule, the waiting area just inside, and scurries off. And a few, probably like 2 minutes later, comes back. It says, High Priestess Avesh is available to see you right this way.
Thank you.
That was fast.
No disrespect, but this would your companions are welcome to stay in the lobby.
Well, I turn and look at them. I look at Bryn in particular, like gauging the level of interest on his face to continue going.
It's more of a "told you so" sort of a vibe.
So bar?
It's like, oh, huh, we happened to come to the Temple of Selune, and turns out they're kind of prudish.
So after,
Wish anyone would have thought of that.
So after getting that look, I'm gonna be like, oh well, my companion Bryn's father is actually a priest of Selune as well, and I think he has a very
My mother's husband is, yes.
He has a very good way of.
Haven't quite forgiven him.
You know what? Never mind. I'm coming with you. You guys.
Can you recommend
catch
a
up
bar?
with
Or
There are plentiful establishments in the city if food and drink is what you're after.
Yeah, but what's your favorite place?
My favorite place.
is it?
Yeah, where
actually-
the acolytes go to?
I was
get lit?
hoping he was gonna be like, "Oh, we don't drink here." And I was like, "Oh, really?" But it didn't go that way.
Is it crescent shaped?
Ooh, their croissants are on point.
My personal
Great.
favorite establishment would be the Golden Oak Inn.
All right.
An oak is a tree. Just
So
Not
I'll-
clear on what that is still, but sure. I get that's what this is, but this is a lot of stuff right here.
I'll meet you guys there.
Is the temple, is it stone or wooden?
The temple is
Question.
a combination. There's a lot of. It's kind of a little bit of everything. There's some facets of it are stone, but then where like the windows would be have the like wooden frames around them, and then glass windows, and you can see looking up where those like the domed ceilings are, that it is like a gold or some kind of metallic substance in the domes.
Is the floor stone?
This initial lobby area, yes.
Okay. Are we all set then?
Yeah.
You
I'll meet you guys at
The golden,
The golden oak.
golden
Sure.
oak.
The golden
I'm gonna
oak.
give you just kind of like a concerned look and glance at the acolyte.
I'll give you like a nod. That's all good.
This
okay.
is hilarious because you guys are 60 sessions of paranoid from everything else we've dealt with.
Yeah.
And he just walked into home territory in this church. And y'all
And
are
I'm
like,
just like,
Yeah.
should we kill him?
There's
does
like
this
these,
acolyte deserve to
there's
die?
like these acolytes just hanging.
How dare you separate us?
Or me and the
Look,
other
dude,
half
we
elf.
walk in somewhere and they're like, all right, we'll take one of you back to see our high priestess. And I'm like, look, do you know the last
Only-
17 high priestesses
Yeah,
we've
right?
met?
That's fair. Only one of you belongs to the church.
Look, I haven't received a pamphlet.
Oh, if you're interested, we do have some informational
I
material.
whisper that. Don't encourage it.
All right.
I'm going to kind of, with that, I'm going to flourish about, and with the bow, I'm going to kind of like cascade a rainbow of colors in the stone floor,
Okay.
and then just walk out. It'll clear up eventually.
Right, well, he's just like.
I don't say
Praxis-
that. I leave it, but it'll clear up eventually.
Right. Yeah, the acolyte is a bit surprised. I mean, like, you just turn the floor into a fucking rainbow. But just shakes their head and turns to lead you out.
You don't want me to keep an eye on things?
No,
or
no,
anything?
no. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
If we have a problem here, then we are royally screwed.
Look, man,
true.
if we can't find
If-
allies in the
if-
Church of Salune,
Well, guys, they
we
killed
might have
Nero.
some
It's just,
problems.
can we just throw the towel? Cause like,
Can we just give up?
Do we
We're
still have
gonna be
sending
pirates. Like, come on.
Do we still have sending stones?
I've got it. I've got a card of it.
Check your inventories.
Yes.
I don't.
We're gonna go with yes.
I think we do.
what was the name of the
Oh,
high
hey,
priestess?
I have one.
What's the name of what?
High priestess, yeah.
Avesh. Avesh.
Yeah, I've also got one. Don't know what happened there.
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna toss one to Nero. Hey,
just to be safe.
hey, I found this rock in the river. Don't worry, it's not magical at all.
I'll catch it and I'll just look at you like just extremely like embarrassed.
Side eye and be like-
the acolyte just like looking like back and forth between the two of you, like, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like,
Listen, we've had a rough couple of months. A little bit of precaution doesn't hurt.
It's just a rock.
Look, we're teaming up with this guy, okay? That just to speak
Yeah,
to
you
our
don't even
situation.
know what I am, but that's all right. I don't either. So
Let's go drink.
Please
Sounds great.
go.
It's an actual pet.
Enjoy your mass.
enjoy your the body of the moon. So the acolyte leads you further into the temple, up a couple of flights of stairs, up a spire, until you come to a relatively like decorative, ornate-looking door and door frame. There's a golden crescent-shaped trim and imagery around it, and he just gestures to the door to you and says, "The High Priestess awaits."
We'll head in.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll knock as I enter because
You're about to begin. Are you sure it's okay? Just kidding.
So you enter, and inside you find not an overly lavish like office, but it's very clear, very clear moon motif in this room as well. The ceiling
taste.
has just all of the phases of the moon sort of like wrapping around it in a circle. Because you're in one of the like spire towers, it is round. And you see a golden-haired, older-looking elven woman who is sitting in a pretty comfy-looking chair behind a desk in this room. And when you enter, she looks up and greets you. Hello, Nero Amaris of Neverwinter. I am High Priestess Avesh. Our acolytes inform me that you bring urgent word and request for help to our doors.
I do. It's a pleasure to meet you. However, I do wish it was under more pleasant circumstances. I've spent the last several months on edge, to say the least, battling pretty much each day with my companions through the Underdark, where things are so dire that I fear for some sort of, shall we say, leakage to the overworld, for lack of better terms. What I have to say does not come lightly, as many friends have died along the way. And for the sake of brevity, I'll explain the situation with the Demogorgon and running into the undead army underneath, and the information that we found of several demon lords
Fungi people.
popping up. Fungi people. What was her name? Zogtumi. Appearing. Like, I'll just lay it on.
Just
like
give her the whole rundown.
Full rundown, and not to like do that all.
Sure.
The egg.
Of course not. It's alright.
No, they did that in an episode of Critical Role recently where, like, one person had a conversation, or, like, did a bunch of research,
Yeah.
and then the other person was like, I'm gonna go do a thing, and I'll come later, and I'll help you research. And so, Mercer just talks and, like, okay, here's all this information. And after you get to this point, it's like, yeah, and then Caleb arrives, and she's just like, and I tell him all of that. It's just like, that's it. We don't need to sit here and recap it again. But no, Avesh, High Priestess Avesh, listens to everything you have to say with a very a stoic look on her face, but that even just your like passive insight and perception, you can see that there is a hint of concern as you continue on with your story. When you finish the tale and tell her how you escaped Ilvara and the Glabritsu, and how you tragically were separated from Glabagul, unsure of whether he lives or not. You even mentioned meeting Harthus Zamorvin at his place, and she sits for a moment and contemplates as you conclude your story, and she sits in silence for a minute. Forgive me, I am just having a difficult time wrapping my head around this. That what you speak of, the demon lords of the abyss, their presence in our world shouldn't be possible. And you say that there are many that have crossed over here.
I've seen them with my own eyes.
It
But
is.
I've seen a cleric of Bahamut leveled by the Demogorgon itself.
I'm sorry. I'm not even sure where to begin. What? Obviously, this is something that the church, something the Church of the Lady of Silver cannot abide, but I'm not even sure how to begin to deal with the threat of this magnitude.
I'm absolutely in a very similar position. The first thing that I needed to do was come in contact with you, and ideally, the best thing that the most I can ask for at this point is being able to share this information, whether by means of travel or whatever means we have to come in contact with our other branches, with the other temples. Chief among them in Waterdeep and Neverwinter, and just see what we can muster, find a way to find allies to deal with this. I have no intention of leaving this for just someone else to take care of. However, I cannot do this alone, nor just with my current companions. We're going to be reaching out to other factions as well, but it is just too dire to not to let my people know.
Of course. Well, yes, I will. Of course, make sure that our that we reach out to our sister temples across the Sword Coast. I need some time. I need to no disrespect or offense intended, but need some time to reach out to some contacts and see if I can verify the veracity of your story, and I certainly must commune with the Lady of Silver herself and see if she can provide any guidance to me.
Absolutely.
This is most disconcerting. But you know this. If what you are telling me is true, you will have the might of the Church of Selûne behind you when it is time to deal with this threat.
Thank you. Those words enough are more than reassuring. They're heartwarming, to say the least. Because it's not quite accurate. Actually, I haven't seen hell, but I have seen the abyss. And it is not pretty.
I would imagine not.
If there's anything else that I can do to expedite the process, I'm going to give you time, but if you I'm not trained enough within the realm of clerics in our order to know if there's any means that you have to even get insight on my memories or what I've done, but if you do, I'm an open book.
Very well. Yes, I will see that you are sent for if we have need for it. You say you've been in the Underdark then for you were below for months?
About our months, 30 days in this world.
Yeah.
3 months.
9-10 days.
It's really like 3 months.
96 days.
So then, it has been, I imagine, quite some time since you've been able to commune fully with Our Lady. Then.
That's correct, and that was, especially before I left, something I was going to have more personal request, ask for guidance on, especially while I was in the Underdark. My connection to Our Lady was not only strained, but at times felt so distant it was almost non-existent. She felt so far away. I didn't understand why or any way to combat with this.
Well then, I will say this. Go now, but return this night when the sky is at its darkest. If you wish to commune with Our Lady, that will certainly be the ideal time. You would certainly have disposal of one of our spires here that we often use for such prayer and meditation.
Thank you. I will return later then.
That's sounds pretty similar to
Yeah.
how they do things at your other temple.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're most welcome. But for now, I will have to beg your indulgence. I have much to do.
Absolutely. And I will head over to Golden Oak.
All right. Wait. So you guys went to?
Golden Oak Inn and Suites by Hilton. Inn and Suites by Hilton.
The first of
Yeah.
the
So
double Gs.
he. Let me make sure I know the correct place where this is. Yeah. So this is a pretty nice, like, relatively upscale establishment. There's a smattering of the usual suspects when you arrive there. I want to say that it's like mid-afternoon about now, so not super busy, but some people are there eating, some are there drinking. But yeah, definitely a not a dive bar, more of a quiet upscale kind of place.
How bright is it in there?
I mean, it's not as bright as you being outside right now.
I would sure if they had like lots of windows closed.
Do you want to take off your hood?
I would like to take off my hood. I'm gonna
I
chance
feel
it.
your pain,
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna go hoodless.
Hoodless. So when you remove your hood in here, that does it turns some heads. No one says anything, but you all notice when they look over. And again, like, you're not gonna get in trouble for being a Duergar on the top side. The lone exception in the Forgotten Realms might be if like a drow walked into a bar, which there's probably a good joke in there somewhere. But yeah, no, I mean, like, it's odd, but not incredibly unheard of.
For sure.
It's probably weird. It's probably particularly weird for like a bar that's this nice, but
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of racism on the top side, no big deal.
There was plenty of it in the bot side.
Feeling just like home.
And
By the way, they take you slave.
Here, you said they didn't do that
kidding.
here.
We don't do that here.
And
We're
then-
not.
Well, some people do that, but
and then the tall elf with the giant scar walk, making us even more normal of a group.
Hey, we have plenty of time to get a drink in before you're done with your
yeah,
chat.
dang it. You just told
True.
that's true. You literally gave the
True.
whole story of the campaign to that person.
True. I
Um,
didn't know you guys were gonna run this. You're good.
You know what the best part about being in an inn again is? When we say upstairs, we actually mean it now. Now this down the hall bullshit.
Oh man, the bane of Grackle's shoe. The one floor in.
We go
Oh, wow.
upstairs. Well, guys, there's no.
Guys, there's
Again,
still no stairs.
There's no upstairs. Just to be clear.
We've been doing this for 12 sessions.
What's the name of the guy we're trying to give the letter to?
Brenda Frostwolf.
Renda.
Rendar.
Rendar.
I was gonna say Renda sounds more
Two
like
N's
it.
are there. Yeah.
And it's a half orc?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Which half?
The half that counts.
So he's just half as tall. Is that right?
Yeah,
It's just
like
a pair
half
of legs.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going. With.
Yeah. It's a height measurement. He's actually a dwarf. Very nice guy.
Okay. Yeah, I get some. I'm gonna have some wine actually for the first time in
Well, that sounds great.
3 months.
You sure?
I don't know if the beer's gonna be as good as.
Was that a nod to his alcoholism?
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not. I don't think there's madness up here. I still have a whiskey skin.
There was a building made out of something that can be lit on fire. I'm pretty sure there's some amount of madness up here.
Yeah, but it's very pretty.
That was remarkably good York logic.
mean-
Your building's all burned down. What the fuck are you thinking? You can get glasses of wine for 2 silver apiece.
Whew.
And I know that your Vera is a bit of a connoisseur, like
Even though
wine-
I don't know anything about wine.
right, you know nothing about wine, but
Nope.
Vera's like borderline wine snob.
I'm gonna ask the best glass of wine I can get for a gold.
Can I
Oh,
also?
okay. Then they bring out a different bottle for you.
I would also like to try some of this wine.
They have wine in the Underdark.
They do?
I mean, it's
probably
not
not made from
as
grapes,
common, but yeah.
I feel like it probably
There's probably bastardized versions of
right.
Wine,
Like,
ale, etc.
wine based off of, grape-esque things
Some
that grow
underdog
on-
version of grapes.
Right.
Some fruit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fruit wine.
AKA mushrooms, probably.
Shroom wine.
Do you have any dead fish wine? No?
What?
Mushroom
He's
wine?
not from around here.
I
Is
can
there-
see that.
Is
Thank
there a
you.
wine you
Grape
have
wine
that's-
is fine for him.
It's like it's something that just is good for people who don't know wine, just to introduce them to it. Nothing too crazy.
Sure. Okay, so you'll have this.
The thing, yeah. the thing.
So that'll be one gold for yours, 1 gold for you as well, and that'll be 1 silver for the grey fellow here.
Thank you very much.
So that so you're used to very utilitarian, like dishes and glassware and like everything in Gracklestug is sort of like there's beauty in something doing its job very well. While in Silvery Moon things have there's a different definition of what's beautiful and nice, and so the wine that is brought to you is in your mind a minuscule amount because it's just like a normal wine size glass of wine that's presented to you, and like you were expecting this like a mug of just a giant like tankard of wine.
No, not the leftover wine. I'd like my own wine.
Yes.
This is your own wine.
When you go from
All right,
box.
get him the beer too, because he's gonna drink that in like 10 seconds, and then he's going to want something else.
Sure, that'll be another 2 silver. If you want a large ale.
Can I see the cup first?
I was so hoping.
Pulls up an actual tankard. Again, a little more like artisan-y looking. Like there's some flair to this wooden tankard. But
That'll do.
Do you carry Bud Light back there?
you Bud Light line.
Alright, so don't chug this.
Yeah,
wine.
when-
you take little
Like a
bits
modest sip.
Right.
It's like that moment of going from box wine to
Your first glass bottle.
You slap your friend with the bag? How do you play slap the bag?
Try to maintain some level of slow drinking, but it's 3/4 gone.
Right, it's like one
A
sip and it's just
not
half
a
gone.
mouth.
It's like the same
Yeah.
potato. It's
Right.
pretty good.
At least you like it.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's-
You're like it's all right.
It's probably fine.
Pretty good. You're never gonna believe this. It tastes better than dead fish wine.
You're right, it is surprising.
knew it.
The barkeep's just like, is that the brand of the ingredients? I just
You know, sometimes
This
stuff can
sounds
be two
awful.
things. It is both.
touche. Yeah. So you guys are served your beverages. Anything else you
I mean, we could
want
try.
to do before?
He gets order some food so that when Nero gets back, there's food waiting for him.
If he gets back. But sure.
I'm gonna ask our waitress about. So we're here on a bit of we're what you might call couriers, like a person who comes into town to bring things.
Well, we have a word for that up here.
Is it the guy?
It's couriers.
Oh, okay. So I'm learning the differences in. Glad to know that translates. We're looking for someone by the name of Frostwolf. Does that sound familiar? Randar, I believe, is the
So
name.
I don't know if you guys are forgetting this or if you're having your characters forget it, but Rendar Frostwolf can be found at the Dancing Goat, which is another tavern in town.
I think we're also trying to figure out if this is a dude that's gonna like be persnickety.
Shady.
He also
The
has a shadow
dancing
moon.
goat, you said?
Yeah, he runs, or at least manages. I don't really know if he owns it or not, but he runs that establishment. It's actually not terribly far from here. Just past the north side of the Moon Bridge.
Nice place.
Not quite as classy as here, but it caters to a little bit different of clientele. It's a bit more of a, here we have a more of a upscale, quieter sort of vibe. It's a bit more of a, if you want to maybe a bit more rowdiness and a jaunty tune playing more often than not, the Dancing Goat is the place for you.
Do you not like jaunty tunes?
I mean, I've been known to give a jaunty tune a good heel click every once in a while, but
You prefer
I mean,
like sad songs for people?
I just
You like your
I
patrons
work
to get
here.
into a depression?
Sorry, what was your name?
Samantha.
Sorry,
Cannon.
I legitimately thought you'd given a name previously. I did not mean to put you on the spot.
Random name generator slam.
It just pops up. Samantha.
More just trying to see if there's like actually like an owner or something. with a little article for
Borgus.
it.
Borgus, wait, who said
Actually,
this
a
to
dwarf. Oh,
I love that you can make up a name and we're both just like, yeah, we know what race that is.
It is pretty great.
all right, Borgus. Where would you find yourself on a night such as tonight?
Are you hitting on her?
Why not?
Them.
The gender?
Who is this person? Who is this person of
Ambiguous race.
ambiguous race, name, and gender?
This humanoid cloud.
For all you guys know, you're just chatting with a beholder.
Right.
It's freaking Xanatar's thing.
I imagine it's an older. Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
My name is Ivelios.
Dang it, I was really hoping it was going
Aphelios?
to be
Nope.
Borgus.
It's an I, not an A.
I actually didn't quite catch it.
Ivelios.
Musculier? Musculier?
Is she drowish?
Is it a she in the first place?
It is a he,
Is it he?
and no, this is
Oh, it's
very
Wait,
well.
her.
It's not super evident
Yes.
to you.
Barkeep
It's
or
evident
waiter?
to the two of you, much
Well,
more
I'm
familiar
not-
with elves in general, that this individual is of wood elven descent.
It's the barkeep or the.
Good stock.
It's pretty irrelevant. Is the waiter or the barkeep?
It's the barkeep.
Okay. I'm tracking now. Less interested in where he spends his evenings, but tracking.
Are you?
never even seen the sun. How do you know what you're into?
That's fair.
Don't knock it till you rock it.
So the dancing goats, people dance with goats, and
No, it's a dancing goat. The goat dances to jaunty tunes.
oh, okay. I mean, that sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I was going to go a completely different direction, but I like this.
I've been thinking of trying to make things that don't normally dance, and I think a goat is a great start. It's relevant. It's relevant. It'll come up eventually. Make us get into combat. You'll see.
I was thinking, yeah.
Command. Dance.
Yeah.
They do the Macarena for 6 seconds.
So, Nero's meeting us here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we shouldn't leave
If he
yet.
makes it out alive, yes. Who knows?
I guess that's fair. The only people from the Temple of Selûne that he's ever met is Nero, who happens to be like a absolute bloodthirsty
Train
killer.
of a swordsman. Just literally obliterates people with velocity.
Velocity.
Hoot hoot!
Oh,
Here comes Nero.
right.
To get an audience with the High Priestess, you actually have to defeat 3 champions.
Mm. Well,
That's it. That's it.
their pamphlet did not sound nearly as interesting. as it
It's
did.
just a pyramid scheme.
So you enlist other champions who are part of your downline, and then
Right, and then everyone who wants to talk to you has to fight through your champions.
Right.
Yes,
Okay, I see.
that's why it's very important to form
you see an off-duty
bonds in
acolyte
college,
at another
like
table.
paladins.
It's just like no. It's a reverse funnel.
Architecture.
This is a way funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's a way better version of a pyramid scheme. You have to fight everybody on the way. I'm like, this is a pyramid scheme.
You're just describing King of the Hill. That sounds great.
Alright.
We wait for Nero.
I was gonna say anything else before Nero arrives, but
I'll
if
order
not-
another drink before he comes.
I'm gonna order just whatever food
Oh, and
you
some
get
food.
that is something that he's like the furthest from something he's tried before.
Ooh.
A salad?
I was gonna say a salad containing vegetables from
Green.
the overworld is probably pretty
Yeah.
up there.
That's different.
Yeah, some
Um,
broccoli,
Oh, that's
different-
scary.
which he's gonna hate.
different meats that like
Yeah.
more standard for like I guess
Chicken, bird
being
meat.
in-
Actually, bird meat would be wild. I
Venison?
can't imagine there's a ton of flying like bird creatures.
It'd be like
in
bats.
Underdark. Yeah, like bats are
Right.
the closest thing I got.
That's fair.
Just a
Um,
bunch of chicken.
Eyes like
wings.
bats.
I mean, I was thinking just a chicken salad or something would be fine. Probably.
Yep, into it.
all right. Yeah, you order a few dishes that you're pretty sure Yormic's never eaten before.
Throw some Red Hot on there. Good to go.
And like the food comes out like 2 minutes before Nero comes in the door. It's
Perfect timing.
it's probably been maybe a half hour or a little more at this
Yeah, I mean,
point.
I was nearby.
Haha.
Not that far away.
Alright, so that one is a cucumber.
Does it grow in the discs?
No, it comes in. You know what? Don't worry about what shape it was in before.
I think the shape is very important, but we'll.
Does it grow in the
Have you ever cut food up?
It's either you take it, the mushroom, you take the shroom, and you just like that. That's what happens.
Okay.
Wait, you ate at taverns before?
Look, you ate at the taverns in the Underdark. There's not a whole lot of finesse going on in the kitchen.
We had decent meals down there.
Yeah,
that
no,
Zafiro didn't
wait,
cook.
what was the name of the tavern keep
Dark
in
Lake.
Blingdenstone? No, screw that place. Forget that. Blingdenstone's one was actually good.
I forget his name.
It is
Whatever,
not-
it doesn't
it is
matter.
not important.
It's not worth it. It's not. Enter
Pull up.
NPC name here
Yeah.
was fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
We had a good few meals.
Those were not full mushrooms just chucked into a pot.
I'm just telling you my life experience, all right? That's what.
Jemrick.
You were there with us.
His name was Jemrick. I had to
Jemrick.
say it. I had to know.
That's right, Jemrick.
At the
So this
Goldborn
is-
Slayer.
Chopped up. There's not a whole lot to it.
I mean, it's not. It's the salad is a delivery device for what is on the salad. At least that's how I view it.
There's a lot of layers right there.
But yes.
Let's talk about onions.
They're like
Speaking-
ogres.
Speaking of layers, oh, Nero. Scoot over.
So what did I miss?
Nero slides in.
We determined the barkeep is a male.
And,
It took us a while.
and not to beholder, as we were fearing of it first.
Or a female dwarf. Still unsure on the waiter waitress situation. But we'll
I'm glad that you're alive.
Yes.
Yep. What else? Would
Did
I
they
have
try to
done?
did they try to betray you?
How many
Nope.
did you
That's
fight?
not some. Nope. None of them. In fact, 0.
Did they pour you a laughably small amount of beverage?
So I hear you've tried wine.
It's in the name.
It is something you are familiar with doing.
It is true.
How's the food? Are you enjoying it?
It.
Have you eaten any of it, or have you just talked about it?
So I've mostly talked about it. Tried the. You said it's a cucumber.
The green, yeah.
Okay.
The circle green things like you can.
I don't know much about it. This looks like the things that we fed to other things that we then ate.
Yeah,
I mean
we do
that's
that too.
yeah, that's kind
That
of
tracks.
reasonable.
Okay.
But
We're
honestly,
more
that's my
alike
favorite
than I
thing.
thought we might have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure we are.
You know, I don't. I think that handles it. I'll just
Just
leave
we'll
it there.
leave it there.
At least you'll probably like the meaty parts.
True.
This chicken.
Yes.
This is better than any bat I've had before.
I would hope. Less gamey, probably.
We never tried bat while we were down there, did we?
Not.
I do want
Not.
to spread
That
viruses.
wasn't an accident.
We should have really brought some up here.
I've heard some diseases come from those things.
That's
Bats are the reason the sun is there. They call it the coronavirus. I don't have Globagul to deliver the extra jokes
That's
at this
good.
point, so.
So the
good.
waiter just strolls by.
Bazinga! I got you.
I'm done seeing.
You could have gone.
My cabbages.
Oh, yes.
So what did
Literally just
the
watched that episode.
what did the temple offer us?
Well, as you might expect, when you tell somebody that there are several demon lords out, they've kind of got a shocked reaction. However, they received it well, I guess is the best way that I
They're
can
probably
describe
behind it.
Yeah, that undoubtedly.
Probably.
But they
They're so suspicious.
the high priestess did say that she was going to like verify as much as she could the information, and once she had, she'd also be reaching out to the other temples, and we would certainly have the full might of the Temple of Selune behind us when the time came to confront the various demon lords.
That, sounds super useful. The whole Temple of Selune. My goodness.
Is it not just like 1,000 of that guy?
He's the exception to the rule.
Is it? Which
Mostly whims.
Oh.
Really, we're just like 6 years away from just being able to take the Demogorgon on right now, right? like a half dozen hasted paladins just coming at you,
I
bro.
mean, if we
Just
can
need to fill up
swing,
your Pokemon lineup.
we can swing 7 times every 6 seconds.
Let me just contact my brother from Paladins.
Oh, man.
Lower members of your pyramid.
Okay.
Me and my 11 brothers will head down there and we'll handle it.
Please tell
Okay.
me you have different colors of armor, each of you. It's
This
all the
one
same,
shot
just
is
like-
so happening. Holy
Paladins,
shit.
one survivor.
Everyone's a paladin.
We're trying to rush
Paladin.
Alright, man, you gotta kill these demons.
Dude, come on.
Come on, bro.
Yo, that swing was definitely not Paladins lit.
Oh my god.
Come Come on, Chad, you can do better than that.
Oh, I threw my arm out playing ultimate discus.
Oh, this is so happening. You're getting sent back to level 3 and you're in school. It's going to be so wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, also canon that Chad is one of them.
Of course, it's a Chad.
Of course.
I got dibs.
I think there has to be 2 Chads.
2 Chads. Chad 1 and Chad 2.
No, they're both just Chad.
Chad 1 and Chad.
I don't know about 2 Chads, but there's like at least 2
Fight.
Brians.
They're both named Chad, but one of them you always
Maybe-
call by their last name, so you forget that their name is
Yeah,
Chad.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Maybe like a Josh.
Yeah.
Topher. Say Josh in there.
Ooh, Topher. Topher's a good one.
Topher.
Oh, man. We need a paladin name generator. That's what this world needs.
You know what's bizarre is that we told the king of Gracklstug that the world was ending, and he was basically just like, nah.
Wait, we talked to the
What's
king.
this with that?
Well, we talked to this guy who said he was friends with the king, and I'm probably confident
Yeah, but I think
he's
he
not.
was on our side. He wasn't like friends with he was like the king's like second
That was that was our boy Behemoth, right?
nephew once removed.
I'm.
Behemoth.
He's like.
Imagine if we would have brought Hemoth with us instead of Yormik.
Oh,
How much better would
what
it
could have
have
been?
Oh,
We might have actually learned something about
our level,
Gracklstug.
our level of coolness goes from like here to here.
Oh yeah,
Instead of going from here
right,
to here.
right.
Oh my word!
It's like the Underdark though. When you go down, it's
Right,
better.
it's better.
The further deep,
It's
yes,
like that
yes.
classic Underdark game of golf.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
where you have to hit the balls to
It's
the
just the
surface.
same as regular
Like-
golf.
It's just
Like,
that's it.
Same thing.
There's just a ceiling, so sometimes you
There's just
drive
not-
too
right,
well and it
yeah.
just goes
Like-
straight down.
Like discus
Exactly.
golf or
No, discus golf. So we have the full might of a bunch of book readers and you, which is great. I'm bored with that.
It's like regular golf, just darker.
So, are we? This begs the important question: are we going back? Like, is that the? Are we waiting for them to come up here? Or are we trying to go back and like fight them? Like, what's?
If we wait for them to come up here, they'll probably destroy most of the Underdark.
That's not.
Seems
so
like a
bad.
win-win.
But I do kind of like Lingdenstone.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really
How
care.
long do you think we can wait before they destroy everything but Blingdons?
When does that guy that runs down and tells them that it's a new year come back?
You just see this like large barbarian with a maul just like running by. I'm coming.
I wonder what that guy's fighting is
Whenever he comes back and says he couldn't give the time to Gracklstug, he'll let us know.
I wonder what that guy's family is like.
I'm sure he can't wait to get back and see his kids.
Oh my gosh.
all
Proud
of
as
the
dad.
responsible number of kids that he's had.
Definitely too, but we'll never know.
Right, we'll never know. So, are we I'm not gonna lie, it's not terrible up here. As much as like divide and conquer, take over Gracklstug, great plans. Still think we go for it, but
Honestly, I mostly just want to see if our name's stuck.
I mean, we
for
were
the-
just.
so it has to.
I
Genius.
mean, if we were just 4 people and there's the entire church trying to deal with this, isn't that probably more than enough? I was hoping.
I mean,
The church is on it.
these are demon lords.
Well, right, but
Don't you think you're taking them a bit lightly?
no, yes, probably, but
If it was
It's not
any
just
other
one.
church, I would agree with you.
so what you're saying
You
is
know,
we see
clerics are
another
pretty
church.
similar regardless of which temple they come from.
Oh, it would be clerics. Well, okay, so so far the record of Demon Lord versus cleric is strongly in favor of the Demon Lord.
Oh,
Like,
solid, batting 1,000, 1-0. That's it.
like it doesn't matter if there's 100 clerics. The one cleric did literally nothing, so multiply that by 100.
Yeah, but
and-
you can't deny he was like the worst cleric you ever met.
it sounded.
No, I can deny that. You haven't met my father.
Is he really
Where
that,
does your father
really
live?
that incapable?
in the High Forest.
If that's the case, I could imagine
Is
you
that
having
near
a
here?
bad impression of the temple.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
think it's like a little bit that way.
A lot of it that way, right?
It's a fair bit south from
Touch.
here, yeah.
Right, so maybe the church could use some more help, but what are the four of us going to do? We didn't start this.
Isn't your like job description to protect things?
Waterdeep.
That's a good point.
Waterdeep.
Let's go to
You know,
Waterdeep.
eventually, like the
Well, that's why,
demons.
that's why we want to tell Waterdeep.
Well, yes, that's why we're going to get in contact with more people,
And then they can send people to take care of it. Problem solved.
and I will be one of them.
While we're on the path of let's get other people to do our work for us, the Harpers.
The rest of this campaign is just you guys like, hey, we got a
Delegating.
problem. If there's a problem, yo, can you solve it? Check out the
D&D
hook while
manager
you're
edition.
just
Harpers?
retire.
All right, we're gonna meet for about 15 minutes every morning. Ask how everyone's doing on their demon slaying duties. I want to hear what you did. How many demons you killed yesterday? I want to know how many demons you're gonna kill
We're going to
today.
write it on this board.
Yeah. Every demon's name is going to go on a sticky note.
In progress.
Oh no!
Julie Blex.
And make sure.
In QA.
And make sure. Demogorgon locked.
Sufficiently.
Oh, because he attacked
Yeah.
Clefagul.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's great.
So, who are the Harpers?
I don't know much about them, but from what I understand, the Harpers are like to help and do good, and would likely be helpful in or want to help in slaying a demon or 7.
7?
Did we discover? We discovered that there's like more,
Yeah.
right? And at this point,
It's
like
probably 7.
at this point, from how the past 3 months have been going, there's definitely 7.
You have visibly seen at least 2,
Yeah. And heard of another one?
3.
and you know that the Pudding King was doing what Dewey Blex wanted.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
We
Okay.
did prevent Dewey Blex from
And
showing up.
there were strong hints of it to me.
That was it.
I
That was
saw
you.
Zooptamoy.
Yeah.
He
I
saw.
went to the tower and it was chilling there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. It was her
When you guys
like,
kept
wedding
saying,
procession,
wouldn't
right?
it be funny if we
I thought she
dropped
was just
fly?
like being made still.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
No,
a
I
great
think
idea.
she finished being made, and like that's the wedding march that we like ran away from.
Yeah, we
right?
ran away.
We like
Stores.
booked it out of there.
They started
Or
getting
booking
in.
it. Is this
Who was she marrying?
We all had a vision of her.
Yeah.
Wait. No, they were singing a song.
Yeah.
Who was she marrying?
Oh, I have
I
that.
don't know, like Victor Oladipo or something.
What? What a name to pull out right now.
it sounds something like that.
Eliminated. Oh my gosh.
I have it somewhere, but yeah,
It's
there was
something.
another name of a demon mentioned.
So we have 4 different
I'm gonna
names
get it
right
for you,
now.
and you'll see. It's close to all.
And we have no idea why. Like 0 clue
Kaiser
why.
Tomato.
We didn't do
Guys, a tomato.
I mean, we do have this letter. We can read it ourselves, or we can take it to somebody else.
Bryce, this is
That's like a decent.
We should
second
probably
step.
take it. It's right. Like they said, the dancing goat's near her. The dancing goat sounds like fun anyway.
It does sound like a lot more interest than this place.
I could probably make some money if I could actually play a decent tune one of these days.
We just need to get the practice back.
Is there any entertainment here? Because this place, if it's swanky, I mean, people could just throw money at you.
Are we still? We're still probably like. Have we stayed anywhere
name.
yet? We've still just been camping since.
Oh
been
yeah, that's right.
This is the first day you made it into the city.
Yeah.
So you haven't.
I mean,
I'll let me shower and then I'll play here another
I was gonna
day.
say you could play.
Evelios, how much does a room cost here at the inn?
That would be
For you?
handy reference chart.
Was Sirog Colony
And you
before
got-
or after?
It was after session 35 is what you're looking for.
I only have day numbers. I don't have session. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, rooms here are gonna run you 2 gold
Oladipo.
per night.
See what I
That's pretty
mean?
close.
It's Oramikos and Zooptamoy.
What?
How much money?
It's gonna be a little.
That's
2
right.
gold
Just
per
go
night
see
per
The
room.
dancing goat. They have dancing goats.
Is there an
have you seen
inn?
a goat?
Oramikos, Zooptamoy.
You know what? I don't know that I have.
Oladipo.
Most of my experience has been lizards or large bugs.
Goats are better than both of those.
Are they?
It's a bold claim to make.
Have you seen their eyes? They have horizontal pupils.
And these great horns that come from their head.
No, that is an animal.
Made for running.
Where is the goat?
All right, let's
So-
settle up our tab and head over to
2 gold a night.
this.
Are you getting rooms here, or
Nah.
Where is a less expensive place to sleep? Not that I'm gonna stay there, but just out of curiosity.
there are several in the area.
Does the Dancing Goat have rooms?
No, it's just a tavern. It's not an inn. You guys have no problem finding a random inn to stay if you're not interested in spending 2 gold per night, and instead you can spend 5 silver per room.
Sounds great.
That's much better.
Someplace with a bath.
That they have.
Beautiful.
I'd still probably be like. No, I guess I would have been like prestidigitated.
Yeah. We're going to inn first or Dancing Goat first?
So the inn is called the Wayward House.
Wayward
But
House.
yeah, it's just
Let's go to the
Dancing Goats.
The DG,
The
as they
DG.
call it in Silvery Moon. You hit up the DG, bro?
The DG was great last night.
Shut up, Chad.
Some guy named Bryn.
Just
Just that. Some guy named Bryn.
Yeah, so you guys don't have too much trouble finding the Dancing Goat. It's right. It's very close to the northern side of the Moon Bridge, as was told to you earlier.
do we walk across the bridge to get there?
No,
Okay.
it's still the
We're
same
still
side
on
of
one
town.
side. I see.
You enter and find. So the last place was like. Again, it was nicer. Things were like gold trimmed, and like the bar was like a glass top stone, like a nice stone top to it. This is a little more sort of like rustic, hole in the wall. It's not like grimy and crappy, but it's just a little more.
Tavern.
Yeah, a little more classic tavern. You see a fairly tall half-orc gentleman behind the bar, and he has like bluish grayish skin, but a surprisingly friendly demeanor. Most of the half-orcs that you might have encountered, Yormek, were probably, like caged, like slave
like
fighters
silver,
for the
yeah.
fighting pits or something like that. Probably a lot, folk of the rougher variety.
Yep.
And then there's a handful of other patrons in here, and currently a woman strumming a mandolin over in front of the fireplace. That's burning, but not, not a roaring fire. It's not exactly winter, but it's keeping the temperature in here pretty comfortable. Yeah. You're in the Dancing Goat.
As I walk in, is it a stone floor? I don't mean this to be like a trick question for you. It's
at this establishment, no, it is a wooden floor.
okay. Then nothing happens. I walk in.
No rainbows today.
If that could catch on fire, like Murray Freako in that place. It's fine. Just saying.
Yes, Yormek. We'll be sure to make you a nice mud hut when you finally settle down topside.
Sounds ideal.
Well, greetings, travelers. What can I get for you?
What's the thing?
You have it.
Why would I have it?
Do I have it?
There's no way you have it.
I probably have it.
I reach in my pocket and pull out the note. I guess I have something for you.
I have no idea who had it.
Oh, God. But it
Interesting.
wouldn't
I
have been,
definitely don't.
it wouldn't have been Yormek.
Also,
Somebody has it.
Also, we are the underling.
Right.
Good for you.
Now we're like, I guess now we're the overlight. I don't know how that works. Are we saying the underlight? We'll talk about this later. I have a note for you.
From the Underlight.
Nope. Not
the-
no.
Delivered by the Underlight.
No, that's better, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
On behalf of...
What did Harthus need to send 4 messengers for? He starts to break the seal and open.
Or just
I
kind of
believe the
walking
term
by.
is courier, but...
If I knew,
I'm doing
then
this.
I wouldn't have been a very honorable courier if I knew what was in it.
Oh, it is a different...
He opens it.
I zoom in on his
Looks it
pupils to
over.
read the letter from his eyes. Enhance.
Cast Arcane Eye.
I mean, I could.
So he just crumples it up and like throws it in the trash can. Sounds like you folks could use some assistance. Some recent troubles in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Yes, only recently.
So that's what the letter said.
Guess he was re-explaining what's we've been up to. We could have just told you ourselves, I suppose, but
Yes, we've been in the Underdark for some time. And I give him a
96 days.
brief overview, leaving out some of
The 2-minute elevator pitch for everything that's happened.
Right.
Huh. There's like
Yes.
divots from where the chair is, and I want to not be in the divots, but I keep rolling back into them.
Yes, random barkeep. Here is everything that happened in the Underdark.
It's been a day.
Now, what can you do about it? Well, here's a round of ales.
Right.
I
This
mean,
is really funny. I'm a half-orc, but my name's not Rendar, so I don't really know why you gave me the name. my name's George. I just work
it's
here.
actually super racist in hindsight. I'm very sorry. It's been about 3 months since I've seen a half-orc.
But you must know him, right?
To be fair, probably if they work at the same place.
right.
So some free ale would be much appreciated.
Well, that I will not do.
Reasonable. Shut up, Nick.
He asked what could help.
I mean, let him ask.
Yeah. Thank you, Bryn.
But
I guess that's fair.
well, all right. How's this? You tell me everything you know about these demons that you say you've encountered in the Underdark, and I will decide how much that information, how many rounds that information is worth.
I will tell you everything that I know about the demons.
I pull out my lute and start strumming.
Well, I gotta think about it and like, is that all? If we tell you all this information, you give us ale?
For now.
I mean, I guess I don't really care who knows. It's kind of a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
Might as well perpetuate fear among the masses.
Information is valuable. That's all there is to it.
If you're alive, and you want to stay that way, you're gonna want to be on the lookout for like very tall, weird-looking things walking out of the ground soon. One of them got married recently to another one. Not sure what's going on with that, but they're clearly consolidating power like we did in Krakelstug.
Nero's just gonna kind of stand biting his finger during
I'm playing the lute through all of it, just like giving.
Do you still know how to do that silence spell?
Just make a general charisma check as you like
Beautiful.
fight your way through this.
So that's a saving throw. 17.
17. So there's not a ton of substance to the information you give him, but you actually do a pretty good job of like making it sound credible. Like it was these are real things that happened, and it came across as very believable. As unbelievable as what you're telling him actually is. Well, anything else? Looks around to the rest of you.
Can I s- does he like know? Is he trying to hide that he knew some of this stuff? Like, what? How is he taking this information?
True.
Make an insight check.
True.
Everyone's against us.
What are the chances? this guy's
wow.
got powers?
Your
What
insight's
are the
bad
chances
though.
this guy's got
18.
powers?
70%.
18.
Yeah.
Probably is the guy from the Keys, probably Institute.
He
Maybe.
is keeping keeping his face pretty stoic while listening. It's tough to say. He definitely seemed interested, but you can't tell if he, like is sort of being told this information for the second time or not.
Okay. You're taking this remarkably well.
There's a lot of...
They're not up here yet.
Thankfully. Sorry.
Have you heard any rumors of this from anyone else? Or maybe noticed strange events?
I can't say that I haven't heard some rumblings, but nothing quite like what you're telling me now.
Do you at least believe us? Because, well, we've gone through a lot of shit and I don't feel like having to prove myself on this.
Can you still do that thing where you make a thing appear? The
Image?
I'm describing it
Yeah.
from Nero's
Yeah.
perspective. Can you still do that
Oh,
thing?
you
that
can show
Vera-
me
and
some
Vera-
of the things you've seen?
And Vera is helping you
Yeah.
find vocabulary. Tell me.
Yeah, that thing with your magic.
Can I do that? You know.
And I just like make a little.
I think.
How big can it be? 5 feet?
Yeah. Probably.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounded right.
I think it's
Jordan
like 5
just,
feet.
yep, that's
Yep.
right.
Yep,
Yeah,
for
whatever
sure.
makes
Can
it
it
talk?
right now?
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Does it locate it when you make it?
Yeah,
Yep.
5
Yep.
feet.
Can it hurt people? Yeah.
feet,
It's,
yeah.
it's a living creature.
Okay, cool.
5
Yeah,
feet.
so I'll make like a 5 foot tall Demogorgon.
Close.
How nonchalant.
That's what I haven't seen.
You hear the person playing music sort of
Miss a note.
miss a note or two after you summon that. I mean, it's pretty.
When they do, I'll just be like, you could do better.
And you see Rendar's interest is very piqued at the sight of this.
It was a little bit bigger than this. This is just anything bigger than this, and it like makes me tired. So
I would expect nothing less from a so-called demon lord.
Show him the mushroom lady too, might as well.
oh yeah,
He didn't
Oh.
see that.
We all did from the vision as we left.
Oh
Sorry,
right.
I thought-
Yeah,
All
I
of us
forgot
saw
about
it,
that.
yeah.
so
Touche.
I'll vanish that and pop up Zook to me.
It's demon party in here.
Is
Interesting.
It's the army of the dead, but
Yeah,
not really much to show everyone. Just
Can't
generic dead.
really show an army of undead.
We haven't actually seen
so
all
it's
this.
really more in the name than a visual.
Yeah, I think Army of Undead kind of.
Yeah, it sells itself.
Right.
You said you'd heard of rumblings of this before?
Not of this, but of some strange occurrences. I had heard of, a few, both in the Underdark and out of the Underdark as well. But
That's not good to hear.
there was nothing. Just a series of some strange happenings, but nothing that seemed overly connected until your current claims, at least.
Trust me, it would be a lot better if they were just claims and not the reality of the situation.
Turns out demon lords can do some damage.
And I can, I'll offer to fill in some more practical details from the Yormik version of the story if he wants.
Okay. Which demon lords do you name drop, if any?
for sure the Demogorgon. That everybody's eyes pop when they hear that one.
Right.
And then also Orcus, because
Also, eyes popping.
eyes. Yeah, those are the two. Those are two like probably most like notable, I
Right.
guess. Like if even somebody not super well informed about
Sure.
demon
No.
lords
That,
would-
you're absolutely right.
But at this point, we wouldn't be surprised if all 7 were roaming out
Yep.
down there somewhere. We've heard rumors of 4. And 4 is basically 7.
We stopped the summoning of one.
Right. Well, hopefully he's done, but
4. How do you know there's 4? What?
Well, we've experienced 3. We stopped the summoning of Juiblex.
and if we've heard rumors of them all being out, and we've encountered 4, which is evidence to that at least. We have no proof of the other 3, but it's probably safe to assume the worst and hope that it's not the case.
Here's another tidbit of information you might think is fun because you seem to like information. We once had a friend who decided to join some sketchy organization in the Underdark called the Council of Savants. Don't know if you've heard that one before. What?
Society of Brilliance.
Whatever.
Council of Savants was what the
Yeah. Society of Brilliance, which if anybody has to claim that they're brilliant, then it's a little bit embarrassing and probably not as true as they think. But, he joined that, and there was some allegedly good mind flayer that was the one that approached him.
Good mind flayer.
I said allegedly.
Really good at flaying minds.
Yeah, our friend's probably dead, but in theory, that's an organization that exists that wants to get rid of the demon lords.
Especially if any of the mind flayers we encountered are any indication.
Yeah. So how about that?
The next round's on the house as well for all of you.
Thank you.
Have you mentioned all the friends that you've lost?
Man, thank goodness I died. And I did die. We nearly died so many times. We've got a round of ale.
Makes it all better.
2 rounds of ale.
2. Oh.
Oh, now.
Nothing to thumb your nose at.
So
Who else died? I've died. You've
I've died.
I've died in a past life.
Yeah, you haven't died. Shut
You
up.
haven't really
You,
died.
you've assumed
Alright, well,
Lycan is dead.
I know what you two are doing today.
Let's go get the diamond.
Rendar. Okay, it is you. I just making sure.
So like Friendar.
After you get the ales, maybe you can tell us what you know that wasn't connected until now. He talked to a society of a lot of people that.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Temple of Selune.
That one. You heard him. What he said. That they didn't even know what was going on. And they talked to the moon, whatever that is. And I gotta assume that thing has gotta be in the know, and you know more than the moon.
Have you started getting an idea of how to kind of filter what comes out of his mouth?
I think so.
Yeah, you're a man of
He,
information. I feel like you could probably
you've-
decipher it.
You've not been above ground long, have you?
It's been 96 hours.
Time passes differently.
I'm
Is that a guy
That's probably
now?
pretty accurate.
We're honestly not sure if his head's ever been above ground.
It's
the barn by the fireplace.
I'm less familiar with this than I was. But
Stretching?
that too. Yeah, anyway.
You always did seem a little rigid.
It's true.
What were you saying?
How does he know stuff?
How do you know stuff?
Probably because he asks people that come in here.
That's true. It just
And bribes them with
seems
beer.
we've talked to people that you've talked to important people. We've talked to other people.
And important, but
That's it. Same thing. Nobody's ever been like, tell me more about this because I know what's going on. Everybody's always like, there's no way that's true.
It's true.
There's no way that's true.
Just a little interesting.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, friend. I'm simply a purveyor of information.
So that's all you are.
Most of the time.
Insane. Please.
Yeah. Oh, I did
Succeed on insight, and he says,
No.
"Yeah, he's not telling the whole truth. What
Right.
are you expecting here?"
Yeah. you're right.
15.
10.
I mean,
It's never good.
you certainly get the vibe that there's more to what he does than being a bartender.
Yeah.
I knew it! I knew
I knew something.
Successful.
He doesn't live at the bar. I knew it.
They really do have rooms.
He goes fishing on the weekends.
They really do. It is an inn. I know it.
That dude
just
was
his
just
bed.
trying to steal business. Never going to the Golden Oak
Honestly,
again.
Man.
Alright.
So he's. There's more to him.
So,
What do you want to do? What are you doing?
Do I know any
What
way
are
of
you
like
doing,
signaling to the Harpers? Do I have any like?
They don't like
make a. Oh my god, it's been so long. I don't remember what all the skills are. Just like complete
Knowledge?
brain farting.
Roll and make a
What are
check.
you good at?
Acrobatics.
Do a cartwheel. See if it juncture.
Make a history
bard,
check.
and all of his lore is based off of.
It's a memory trick. Every flip he does.
He's researched a lot of circuses and stuff. That's why he's done nothing about any creatures. It's all
I read
about
so many books about being really athletic.
trapeze artists, the coolest.
Get it. Come on.
Oh,
Instead of
no.
that one.
Are you serious?
You're the one that tells me to roll for knowledge checks. You know what's coming. You've seen this long
It's
enough.
not circus
You
related.
do not know of a way to discreetly try and signal about the Harpers one way or the other.
Could undiscreet.
You
Did we ever
just say,
decide-
"Are you a Harper?"
Did we ever decide the lore that I flavorfully know so that I can just not have to roll a knowledge check eventually? We have to figure that out one day.
Yeah, we do.
Did you guys tell me what the
Mission
Harper,
for next
that
week.
the Harpers exist?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Everybody. We had a conversation before entering the city. Do we want to find the Harpers first?
Do you know if the Harpers would know anything about this? I'm knocking on a specific door here.
And if so, why are you one of them?
You don't know a specific, a secret way to signal to them.
Just
You can ask them. Though.
just look at Gorman and just see a big sip.
It was so stupid. I love it. So you
Oh,
get
Normic.
you get a quick expression of surprise from him.
Inside
You surprised?
Sure.
Yeah.
10. What's he hiding?
You think he seems surprised that the person who's never been above ground just asked about this, like,
Secret spy
Is this-
network of wizards.
yeah.
Are you at my 6?
And more importantly, he's super
If you're-
concerned. He's super concerned. He's like, wow, the most ignorant person I've talked to all week just name dropped the Harpers. What is this?
Look, if you're an undercover cop, you have to tell me.
That's it.
We're way into this.
I'm sorry. What did you actually ask him before I just started
Do you
laughing?
know if the Harpers would know anything about this?
And then his eyes lit up, and he's like,
Right.
Nani?
It's too many dice for him to be telling the truth.
True.
I can reach out to some of my sources if you tell me how you know what the Harpers are.
That was him. I'm just gonna point to Caleb.
He meta points.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Bryn looks to the sky.
I've heard legends that connect the Harper's Guild to Silver Moon, and then that they are a network of people looking to make the world better.
Give me a persuasion check.
Also, I was starting a chapter.
Self-inspired.
With advantage because that was just
That
a very
wasn't
flattering thing to say about the Harpers.
Yeah, that was better. Actually,
It's gonna be like plus 10, right?
Right.
it would be
Oh,
yeah. No, it's 13.
Plus
27. Because
Yeah.
I have a plus 4.
And that's why I don't need suggestion.
Yep. Good job, Brad.
He stares at you for a second, nods. Let me get in touch with my people.
Thank you.
Come back tomorrow about midday. I mean, you're welcome to while away the evening here, but need to check with some sources.
Of course.
If your information is as reliable as you all seem convinced it is, then we will talk about this further.
Well, if it helps our credibility at all, I'm with Vomp from Waterdeep. Watchful Order Magic Practitioners, blah blah blah. And I am looking for ways to give this information to them as well, if you know a good way to do that. But we can maybe also discuss this tomorrow.
What's your name? And actually, I guess all of your names at this
my
point.
name is Virash Lusenstein.
Near Mars.
Bryn Stormwind.
Jormik Ironhand Brumenzel. First of his name, last of his house.
She's getting better.
That's actually really good and completely accurate.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Very well. Enjoy the ales. You'll see my assistant manning the bar for a while, but I'm gonna go get to work.
You sure you don't have any rooms?
I tap the tankard on the table and just start drinking.
Where do you live now? I will also
I actually live at the Golden Oak Inn.
Oh.
Fancy that.
Man, misjudged this guy.
In one of the many rooms we have upstairs.
Wait. Do you live where, as an eloquent man once said, do you live where the trash people live?
Oh
Those people down there.
was an accurate description at the time of the place, even though I was referring to my character in his younger state. It's fine.
All right.
That's my house.
So, if anything else you guys are looking to do before tonight,
Can I fence the piece of obelisk that I still have?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's kind of late in the day for the shop, so
That's fair.
there are a few shops in town. If you, all right, but before Rendar bails, if you guys chat with him a little bit more before he goes to do his thing, he informs you that there is there's a pretty highly regarded blacksmith shop in town
Sweet.
called Hammer and the Helm.
Okay.
That they could possibly be interested in a precious metal or something unique like that. And the other place is the Shining Scroll.
magic shop.
Indeed.
Pet shop. Magic scroll.
Magic squirrel.
Shining scroll.
Magic squirrel.
But yeah, no. At this point, it's probably, like 5, 6 dinner time. That crowd's coming in. So more than likely, you need to go tomorrow.
Eventually,
to the
I'll
shows.
want to tailor. Just a heads up.
Duly noted.
What was it actually? Magic squirrel? Magic scroll?
The
Shining
Shining
Scroll.
Scroll.
The Shining Scroll. Okay.
Shining scroll.
Shining scroll mascot, the squirrel.
Squirrel.
Wait, do you spell
Squirrels.
Taylor with an ER or an OR?
No,
Oh, it's for
OR.
clothes. Okay.
Tail or
Okay.
Or what?
Noted.
What was the
tail tag.
blacksmith?
Tail tag.
Hammer and the helm.
Team tail tag.
Hammer and sickle.
Why not the hammer?
I've got a commission idea.
That was the old shop. That was the first shop. This
Probably
one's hammer and
that's the
helm.
whole wood thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we're gonna drink here. We're staying at the Wayward House. Do you want to play music?
They already have a musician.
It doesn't matter.
Duel him.
Yeah, all
Is it a
right.
him or
Yo,
a girl?
It was a girl.
Yes.
But no, there's actually. So I mean, they weren't the only person in here. They're all definitely not the only musician. But from what it looks like, they kind of just seem like people take turns for the most part. That said, you see people tipping a little less on average, but I think, but you surmise that it's because it's just sort of, this kind of like constant open mic night sort of thing.
So it's because
Oh.
she sucks.
Like whoever
I'll play
feels like
whenever
playing can
there's
play.
Whenever there's like an opening, if we're gonna hang out here and drink for the night.
All right. Yeah. So you guys while away the evening. Go ahead and give me a performance check. Bryn.
If I bless you.
28.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
Woo!
I was gonna say, if
Okay.
I bless you before your performance, can it be even better?
Would have been a 32.
Does that change like Christian rock?
You
No, it turns
you
into
perform and you
rock.
perform for a while. It's been a while since you've done like a full whole set for a like decently sized crowd, and you take full advantage of it between your music intermixed with some of your tall tales and stories, and throughout the course of the evening, you make 8 gold and 5 silver.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
And then, depending on how much you guys like, I'm not gonna make you worry about getting drunk or whatever, but it's like 2 silver per big tankard of ale.
I probably won't go any,
After our first two,
I'm gonna have one more.
After the first 2.
I won't
This-
go any past the
Free
free
ones.
2 since I
Yeah.
got an engagement at High
Gotcha.
Moon.
Is this building also
It's
a tree?
High Moon.
What'd you say?
Is this building also a tree?
No, it is not. It is
So not
entirely
all
wooden, but
tree.
it's not built into
Does
a
your
tree.
rig know the difference?
I would like to walk outside
Uh-oh.
and find a tree.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna follow him.
For sure, anywhere he goes, I'm monitoring him for now.
I got
Yeah,
him.
you go outside,
That's
I-
fine.
I
and
over here.
in
Preferably
a-
one.
I see him going like-
if there's a
I saw bring him
crossroads that look like a lot of people pass by this tree during a day, I would like to find that tree.
so there's actually, you know how
I'm not saying a word as I follow you. Like, I imagine you just are like, and walk off, and I'm just like, just following behind you.
So you know how Troll Skull Alley was sort of like, it was busy on its own street, but
Mhm.
like not one of the bigger main streets. So the dancing goat, like the front door of it, enters into a sort of like courtyard, like a rectangular square of storefronts and bars and establishments and buildings. And there is one. So it's not like the crazy enormous tree that you saw near the temple, but there is one pretty good sized tree.
Okay.
Rivaling, it's probably rivaling the size of the dancing goat.
Let's take out the stone speaker crystal. I turn to Bryn. This is a plant, right?
Yeah.
I cast speak with plants.
This can only be great.
What level spell is Speak with Plants?
3,
That
No.
sounds right. Maybe 2.
2, maybe even 1. Speak with Dead, I think, is 3.
Speak with plants is fairly niche.
That sounds like a first level spell.
Speak with Animals is level 1. So I
Oh wait,
think
no, maybe it's a third level spell.
I don't.
It requires 3 charges.
Speak with Plants.
Speak
oh,
with Plants
it
is a third level spell.
Wow.
You,
Oh, I think
you
you can ask them to do things.
What? Hang on. I just had questions for you. Oh,
You
follow
imbue-
your simple commands.
You imbue plants within 30 feet of you, limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow simple commands.
Beautiful.
So it can't just like move; it can't uproot
Right.
itself. The
Yeah.
animation that it has is for the purposes of communicating.
This is perfect.
So if you're like if you knew somebody ran past you and you're like, "Which way did he go, George?" He could point for you, but like
Yep.
that's kind of the extent. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day. You can also turn difficult terrain.
This is kind of neat. You could also, I'm assuming, if someone like drops an item into a plant or near a plant, you could have it like
Give you the item.
either like
What a-
give you the item or like keep the item or something.
What a corner case. This spell causes the plants created by the entangle spell to release a restrained creature.
Yeah.
This is like
Fantastic.
if you're fighting a druid who happens to have this spell that not a ton of people use, it just turns that off too, we guess. 'Cause
And he's just
for
like,
a third level
hey,
spell, it needs to do something more than just talk to plants.
How'd you do that?
It's the exact spell that you want in an item. Right, just like super niche, narrow case, like maybe one day I'll use it, but
You
like
should
don't take
find
up a
a
spell
tree.
slot. Thank you.
But you'll
Uh,
never remember it if it could be used.
Right. So, you walk up to this
club.
tree, you pull out the stone, you cast Speak with Plants. The spell goes off.
Have you ever used it before?
No. Elder plants, giver of building materials second only to that of stone, and dropper of trees and other things probably. We are here from far away, and man, I really should have just asked you the question straight up. Is there anybody here that's kind of like dangerous that we should be on the lookout for, sneaking around that you've seen?
Smart. Unless the plants against
That's so true.
Oh, they could be
Ask-
agents
ask
of
him- ask-
Zuktamoy.
It's a plant.
Shoot!
Ask the planet to Harper.
You only get 5 questions.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I'll come back tomorrow. and
You
ask if
you
I'm-
see the tree just like sway and drift a bit back and forth, as if shaking its head no.
Okay. Master 3.
That's the tree. There you go. 10 minutes.
Is there anywhere... Are there any buildings nearby that you see people sneaking in and out of late at night?
Every tavern.
Points to a strip club.
I was
about
gonna
to
say
every tavern, any brothel.
many.
Can you toss one of those round things at whichever one you think is the most trafficked?
Least traffic.
I think
This is in character.
yeah, no, I'm
Just like I imagine.
So you want the
hearing
most-
you ask
Most trafficked.
that looks like people are like trying to get in and out of kind of sketchily. Like they're not gonna hide too much from a tree, but like they don't want to draw a ton of attention from people.
I mean,
Maybe.
sorry, I need
Yeah,
you to
no.
literally say exactly what Yormek says to this tree. We're dealing with like a limited amount of sentience here. And I know what you're getting at,
Yeah.
but I need to know what you actually say to it.
Where do the sketchy people travel to late at night?
It flicks an acorn in the direction of the dancing goat.
You know what? I'm going to let you have these last few minutes of knowledge and intelligence all to yourself. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much.
One branch you just see gives you a branch up.
Did you cast the spell on
Whoa.
the plant?
Jeez.
I think
Settle down.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
you
was it
cast
his
it on
middle range,
yourself,
or-
and it has a range of 30 feet. 30-foot radius.
I see. Okay.
You could theoretically run to another tree in the next 10 minutes and
No.
do it again.
Dude, find a weed.
I
in
mean,
the
Well, you
can I
can
get
cast it
to
multiple
the
times.
Salune tree?
So it's not actually a Salune tree; it's just a giant tree. But
Big tree.
yeah, you could probably get there with like a minute or two left in the spell.
Yorma just takes it off and it's like,
Dead sprint, the biggest
Forward.
tree in the area. Larger tree than the tree I spoke to previously this night. Do you trust those that
That's
live?
my father's name.
Call me Chad. Do you trust those who live within your stick area? Canopy.
Tree responds, told me not to talk to strangers.
That would be great.
The high priestess told me not to talk to strangers. So
Kevin, do you want it?
no, I'm good. It.
Channel your inner plant, Kevin.
Right.
Do you trust
What
the
does
elves
this
or
plant
not?
that was
Oh,
just
don't
imbued with
self-distance.
sentience think of the word trust?
Yep.
Asking the big questions.
Do you think they're gonna burn you down?
Right.
They've been respectful enough.
Very good. Carry on with your treeing.
It drops an acorn on your head.
I swat. No, I
I
don't
think
know.
it just pooped on you.
Apparently, all of these trees are the exact same type. They
Go
all drop
forth.
acorn.
Go forth and be fruitful.
Okay.
It's a
golden
it's
oak,
a it's
I
a elven crab apple. I don't know.
Ow.
It's like a half elven.
Elven crab apple.
So it's a real it's a cherry.
Yeah, it's half size.
Half dwarf, half orc, half elven crab apple. Crab apple.
Well, Nero, I now trust your church.
So you booked it all the way back to the bar. You're like panting.
I thought you guys were following me. Okay, yeah, no,
No.
I run back to the bar.
I am.
Yeah.
Good news.
There's definitely like, it's not even like this tree isn't even like neighbors with the temple. It's in the same side of town, but it's not like it's right
I thought it
there.
was in the temple.
No.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Okay, I see. I see. I was misunderstanding my part. Run back with Bryn. Like, I don't understand why you had such an issue with the church. The trees seem fine with it, and they are clearly large.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I should really reconsider.
Also, the other tree, the one I talked to at the beginning,
Yeah.
that one said people go in and out of this bar that we're at that are real untrustworthy or
Yeah.
sketchy.
I heard you ask the question, and then I saw you like glance and look and point at the bar.
Oh!
So I kind of gathered that.
Okay, yeah, so now you know. Yep, I think we should watch that one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we should like sit and drink there.
There we go.
Meanwhile, Nero
Anyway, yeah.
Meanwhile, sitting and drinking at the bar.
Great job, guys. Way to stick to the plan.
which we know, I think 3 sub 10.
Yorvik comes in. Guys, I think we should sit and drink here. Wow, Vera. That's amazing.
Or just
Your brilliance is unmatched.
Also,
they teach us a lot of things.
I can't believe they didn't invite you to the Society of Brilliance.
I can't either. I can
It's
talk.
amazing.
Look, I can make trees talk. And give.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Well, I saw him like talk to a tree and then like nod and then talk more to a tree. I don't know if he actually talked to the tree.
Oh, he talked to it.
I don't know if the tree replied.
Similarly to potentially talking at a wall, but he did
Right.
talk to the tree.
Well,
Well, if it's a
disagree.
stone wall.
I agreed.
The large. I mean, it's the large tree likes the people that you're with. From
You
what
guys?
I gathered. The church people, the moon. So yeah, stick with it. Just looking out for you. Just making sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink and watch the bar that I now know has something going on with it.
Fair enough. So you guys spend the remainder of the evening playing music, telling stories, drinking, enjoying the food, finally getting to relax for a little while, for the first time in quite a while. But once night has fully set in, eventually I assume that most of y'all will turn in for the night at the Wayward House. But Nero will presumably make his way back to the Temple of Selune.
Yep.
You are greeted by a different acolyte this time, but they are aware of your appointment to commune in one of their spires. And before we jump into that, we're going to take a little break because I got to go to the bathroom.
Right, breaks. That's something we do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Break time is a great time. It's great in a break. And we'll be back.
With Selune.
Welcome back to the abyss. Wait, what? No.
It's the moon.
Oh, that's weird.
Huh.
I need to adjust this cam. Well, you're like in the frame of this camera. I'm not sure if it got bumped or if you're just leaning further forward now or what. But
Me?
no, it was Jordan.
Jordan
was like leaning
right here.
forward.
I'm probably
His hand is
frame.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will not.
Yeah, basically, I can see all 3 of the cards on your page, so anything in front of that is in the frame. I was just like, wait a minute, we have an extra person on the camera. Oh, God. Alrighty then.
I guess we
So-
are picking up a lot of
Yes,
the
we are.
hallway.
Yeah,
with the way
I
it's
need
currently
to.
angled.
I can fix the zoom a little bit. I think I usually do like a little bit of a zoom to frame some stuff out.
Yeah, it looks like they're zoomed. It looks like they're zoomed a bit.
Yeah.
Suck it, Jordan.
Well, if we ever get that like the fully square table set up,
Yeah.
it'll be magnificent. We can just like shoot straight across.
Yeah.
It'd be great. But I digress. So
I digest.
also
you
that because I had
digress?
no, I digest. I had ice cream sandwich. So
Hopefully.
oh, remind me to put that on my fitness pal because I did not include that in my day's plan. That's okay. Doesn't matter because ice
Marco's
cream's
pizza,
great.
and you have to put that into my fitness pal. I'm so sorry.
When
I planned my day around 4 slices of pizza, so my lunch was a Quest bar.
Yep.
That's it.
Fair enough.
When Rendar Frostwing left the bar, did he leave the bar or did he go somewhere else in the bar?
He went into like a back room or office in the bar, and beyond that, you don't know.
Okay. If I have enough ales, I might go figure out what's back there.
All right. So at this point, the 3 of y'all are whiling away the evening or have gone to bed. Up to you guys.
Do we care enough to get that paper crumpled up out of the leaf
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
definitely want that.
It's literally just like a letter of introduction, signed by Harthos, addressed to Rendar, giving him a TLDR, like super quick rundown, and mostly saying that like these are some people that could use your help, kind of thing.
Is the size of paper enough that if I very carefully removed the part that was addressed to Rendar, I could pass this note off as a generic letter of introduction to anyone else? I want to remove.
It would look odd because I mean, there's still a relative standard like size for a sheet of
Sure,
paper,
yeah.
and it'd be like if I just like, took the top like 2 inches of this off and then was like, does this look normal to you? Let me pass this off to you.
I don't know what a generic letter of introduction is going to do as much.
It's just
Like,
your
we had
name
people-
here.
We had people just
This
go,
person says you can thrust us.
Who is this guy?
This sounds very Yormic to
You
it.
said you'd know him.
This definitely has a Yormic ring to it.
I'm gonna see the letter that I'm sure is going to like have some like sorted details in it and just be like, guys, I think the Underdark might have made me a little bit paranoid.
No, I don't think so. There's probably some sort of cipher that's that we've seen.
Anything else in the trash can?
I'm gonna analyze this for a
Actual
cipher.
garbage. Actual garbage.
I was actually
Please
thinking-
make a raw intelligence check.
Can I help him since I'm also thinking there might be a cipher?
You can also make.
We're
I'll
both
let
like,
you make a separate roll.
yeah, we're both just like, is it this? No,
As soon as you mention it, I'm just like, 9.
Raw intelligence.
16.
There is a cipher, and it says, "Guys, it's just an introduction letter."
They're onto us. There's
There's another
there's
cipher.
a second cipher.
It's like, wait, if I hold this handle up, there's a document pertaining to
Wait,
the...
do we have lemon juice?
Right.
Get heat, lemon juice, flip it over.
We can get some.
Oh my God! This
Water-
says
water
this
with
says
lemon.
that there's a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
I want a water with lemon.
Hold the water.
Just lemons.
Juice.
All the lemons.
Every
Make
villain
life
is
rue the day
lemon.
that
Was
it
this
gave
not-
you a letter of introduction.
Did you guys not act this concerned before the last... I mean, don't get me wrong, this has been...
Society's up here. Don't take each other slaves. Most of them.
If someone tries to take someone else for a slave, they're hunted down eventually.
Most
Usually.
of the time.
Most of the time. It is frowned
We
upon.
tried.
Like I said,
Depending on where you live. But less common.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel more at home up here than I thought I would.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There are small sects of slavery on the top side, but like there aren't large scale civilizations built around it the way it is in the Underdark. Like Gracklestug and Menzo Baronzon would both just sort of like
This
crumble if all their slaves just kind of like
didn't.
were able to revolt or leave or something like that.
We're able to not be slaves.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
It's much better, Peter. If you get caught on the road, they'll rob you and probably kill.
I will.
You know.
Yeah, maybe the Underdark is more okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am going to ask around if anybody has seen any drow lately, like in the past month or so, and if they've heard any news about, like, I don't know, a city being destroyed, like we've kind of heard about, like if they ever came through here. I don't know if that's possible.
Where are you doing this?
Just at the bar, probably the bartender. But,
Okay,
Yeah.
so in addition to the fact that you're still getting weird looks
Yep.
because you're a Duergar, people like cock their head and look at you like you're a little bit stupid when you ask them if they've seen a drow.
Beautiful.
And similar to how you could not have named a single topside city prior to leaving Gracklestug,
Mm-hmm.
the vast majority of folks, like a lot of people in Silver Moon, have probably heard of Blingden Stone because it's a conventionally like good society that mimics like a topside city close enough and probably do some trading and everything. But like the average random people that you're going to encounter at this establishment aren't really going to have
Sure.
knowledge of the goings on down there.
More of just a shot in the dark to see if that was something that had come through recently, but
Gotcha. Yeah, no, you ask a few people, and you get some weird looks and a few laughs, but no real information of value.
Cool.
So at last, we come to Nero, who's been escorted to one of the peak chambers and one of the spires of the Temple of Selene in Silvery Moon. The acolyte closes the door behind you once you enter, and you find yourself in another round chamber, similar in some ways to the High Priestess's office, but obviously there aren't really furnishings there, and the ceiling basically has these like metal slats that sort of like open and let in a view of the night sky, and currently they're like retracted in such a way that there's just, it's sort of like a metal shutter that sort of comes together. Now it's just like all stacked in one layer, but like the rest of it's sort of an open sight. And how do you attempt to begin your communion?
So I'll definitely I'll definitely take off my armor and like my weaponry and like set that to the side, and basically I like initially clutch my holy symbol and just like start reaching out my consciousness to her, and after that kind of just like with my eyes closed, and then kind of like spread my arms out and then just look up and like stare into the night sky at the moon, trying to just reach out for any sort of connection with her.
You do this for a while. You find yourself sitting here staring up, trying to clear your mind and find that connection, that comforting connection that you're so used to. And it takes a while, but eventually you see some clouds part in the night sky, and even though the moon itself is not visible from its position in the sky, you see the telltale signs of moonlight being revealed from behind the clouds.
Mm.
And you feel the presence of Selune in a way that feels new. Like you've attempted to commune and you've prayed to her and you've felt connection before, but it's never quite felt like it feels now. And what you hearing isn't the right word, but voiceless words enter your mind that it's as if you had heard them, but there's obviously no one speaking. Nero Amaris, champion, son, warrior, brother, killer, deceiver. You have been shrouded from my sight for some time now, but at last I can see you clearly. Your soul is tainted with the influence of the mad god. You lie to yourself and to your companions, letting them think you walk a righteous path. Your vow was to destroy the followers of Shar, was it not?
Was, my lady.
And yet, since you've been shrouded from my light, how many innocents have you slain?
I know not.
You may have lost track, but I have not. You are not in control of the rage within yourself. You cannot let it control you. There is more to being a paladin, to being my champion, than wanton destruction. How many have you slain that you could have saved?
Too many, my lady. Far too many. I know not what comes over me, nor what spoke to me while in the depths, but I only seek your guidance, and I only seek to give you glory.
What speaks to you is the Prince of Lies. He has entered your conscience through the wound that he is the true source of. But what he convinces you of, the capability existed within you the whole time. He simply sheds light on it. Do you truly wish to be my champion?
I do, my lady. Ever since the first night where I heard you as a child, that is what I desire more than anything.
If that is the case, truly then you must purge yourself of him once and for all. Are you willing to do this? To face the darkness in your own heart? To truly meet this foe head on?
I am,
It could truly destroy you. But if you are able to overcome, then I'm afraid nothing can stop you.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Very well. So the light of the moon disappears again behind the clouds. And it once again becomes very, very dark in this chamber. And darker still. Unnatural darkness is overtaking this room to the point you can't see the floor underneath yourself. You can't make out, you can barely make out the walls of the chamber until those become completely black as well. You notice that your sword, your gear, disappears as well. You're just in this room of complete darkness. Then in front of you, a purple flame ignites, surrounding a floating skull, relieved of its lower jaw. And you see this light cast a shadow over the rest of the body of this entity. Enormous armor clad, holding a very large sword wreathed in purple flame. You realize that your armor is adorning you once more. You are kneeling about 30 feet in front of this creature. I need you to roll for initiative.
Get it. Get it.
New die or gold
This is
die?
new. This is a Nero moment.
I mean,
Oh man, we're gonna bust
Gonna
out
be
the
a
old
new
metal
mount.
one. I haven't
Huh?
rolled this in a while.
that's gonna be menu.
This guy.
Yeah.
Piggyback rides
I
through the
mean,
Underdark.
worth if so. 13.
And the last time this happened.
13?
It's true.
Got to ride the thing.
Alright.
That's
Last
true.
time
Somehow I don't think that
Uh,
a horse and this thing is the same.
Your moon-touched greatsword in hand.
Mm.
You are first to act in this combat.
Get it.
So, before I roll, do I recognize / have any idea what this?
You
Would
don't
be-
even need to roll for this religion check.
Mm-hmm.
The purple flamed wreathed skull is the mark of Cyric.
Okay.
The mad god, the prince of lies. He almost single-handedly was the cause of the spell plague.
Fuck that guy.
Veer's like, oh, this motherfucker made me learn magic like 4 different
God
times.
damn it!
Get him, Nero.
All right, I got a handle of it. Spell plague.
All right. So I will start off with casting Vow of Enmity into my bonus action.
Okay.
Dude, you don't even know this guy.
All right. I know him.
What if he's one of the innocents she wants you to protect?
Sure.
What's he even done?
And I'll basically say, while you may have helped me before, I know your true face now and why you hid it. It's time to see who comes out on top. It'll be me. And nice. Do I haste first, or do I haste next?
East
I'm
first.
thinking I'm gonna use haste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You cast haste, and the spell goes off. You feel the surge of speed, and that's so when you're hasted, that's +2 to your AC.
Yeah,
right?
so I'll be at 20
Okay.
now.
And then does that also give you +2 to hit, or is it just the extra attack? I don't
I think
remember.
it's just
been a
the
while.
extra attack. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's just the extra attack.
That's all.
Three AC too, doesn't it?
It also doubles your speed or something.
Yes.
No, that doesn't sound right. You've never been fast.
It doubles my double speed. +2 to AC.
They designed the Topfield Dragster propulsion system.
Speed is doubled. Speed is doubled. +2 to AC. Advantage on Dex throws. And an additional action.
All right. So you cast your haste spell. Do you?
For sure, attack with the extra action. That
Okay. Yeah. So you.
will charge him.
All right.
Big
You
charge.
charge forward directly at this creature. So in addition to its long sword wreathed in purple flames, it also has a great heavy metal shield in its other hand.
That seems reasonable.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Alright, boys.
Get it. The first attack.
Let's lead with
roll
a
in
20. Let's
11
lead with a
months.
20. We did not lead with a 20, but we did lead with a 22 to hit.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
You swing your greatsword, and you think you're going to connect, and at the last second, faster than you, almost too fast, Rich. I finally get to parry something.
What?
And, yeah, he swings
That's
in with the
illegal.
greatsword, and it is able
Try
to
casting magic
move
missile.
the shield across its body quickly enough
Oh, yikes.
that your blow just glances off the shield and does not deal any damage.
He's cheating. It's
That's
he
fine.
loses.
He
on
gets
you.
a turn now.
Um,
I mean, if you hit, it's over right away, and it's like,
True.
what's the point?
yeah, so now it is his turn.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate part of combat, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see him rear back and start just swinging some brutal strikes down upon you. He's going to make a series of 3 attacks against you.
Seems reasonable given who he is.
That's going to be a 22,
Yep.
a 24,
Yep.
and a 20.
Parry.
No.
Parry. Parry.
The third one misses.
Because you're at 19 and
I'm
then
at 20. If you meet armor class, you hit.
Yes.
meeting is hitting.
Then yes, all 3 hit.
Because you're at 22 right
I'm
now?
at 20.
20.
But you also have to
Wait.
check concentration.
I know. I'm gonna have to check it multiple times.
His base AC is 18.
Right. No, so then they're all hits then.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah,
said.
okay.
That's because she was saving
It's not gonna be great. That's an 8, so I'm definitely failing
Oh,
concentration.
no.
Actually, saving throws an 8?
You're definitely going to fail with an 8.
Yeah, because you're gonna do a lot of damage.
Minimum's 10. Yeah.
So this is
What-
6
what are your good
hits
saves
right
for
off the
Paladin?
bat.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
stunned
yeah.
next round.
Not stunned.
Wisdom
You're
increase.
exhausted. It's not stunned.
Yeah, you just can't move.
Everybody likes to say it's stunned. It's not stunned. You just lose a turn.
You're stunned at how exhausted you are.
Remember we were talking about how it's really nice that you have 2 support mages?
And a bomb.
You're going to take 23 points of slashing damage. This is from all 3 total.
I was like,
23
this is
points of
over.
slashing
If
damage.
that's one.
That's
of
one
them.
swing. It's done.
23 plus.
-7.
Bryn mumbles cutting words in his sleep.
Vera censorship.
And another
John Henry
25
from
points of
Skull
necrotic
Face.
damage.
Stupid head.
We in trouble.
How much fire damage?
25 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Top of it?
Oh.
Oh.
I was thinking like
Oh, boy.
23 points of damage from 3 hits.
Oh
It's
no.
Not a ton.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You hear Salooni's words in your mind again. Giving up so soon.
Not.
Good. Remember, Nero, your path, my path, the path of the righteous, has room for many followers. And you see to your right, Bryn appear, and to your left, Vera and Yormik appear,
Cute.
standing alongside of you.
Oh.
And I need all 3 of you to roll initiative to join this
shit.
combat.
Come on, my phantom heroes. Oh, Bryn is so ready.
I'm so ready to
I'm
help
very
you
not
out.
ready.
Yormix trips from when he walked through the gate earlier.
Alright.
25.
25?
5.
5?
Also 5.
Okay.
Hey, left side of Nero team. Let's go.
You guys just like go in a row, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so to start this round, Yormik. Not Yormik, Bryn. I'm
That was-
sorry. Just to fuck with him.
We played Heavy Room, or whatever, the Trick Room.
Trick room, yeah. I wasn't ready.
So are we phantasms like of ourselves, or are we like actually mentally there?
Physically there.
Guess you'll find out later.
I don't know. Hey, are you
I guess-
there?
I'm just okay. Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just-
Right now, irrelevant.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Currently, you're you and you know everything that you know that you know.
Oh,
You behave
boy.
as normal.
Okay.
And there's very obviously a purple skull flaming Death Knight thing in front of Nero attacking him, so.
That's
You appear
Bad guy.
with just enough wherewithal to know that.
Okay. With that, I'm going to take the staff and Staff of Thunder and Lightning and just sort of point it forward, mutter the command word, and you just see the bolts of lightning shoot out from the front and arc towards the foe.
All right, that is a dex save, yes?
It is a dex save.
This 2 and a 4 is not going to do it.
It does not.
Nice. I thought it was either laughing because it was bad or it was amazing.
Got him.
All right.
Ooh, that's spicy.
19, 21.
Good lightning bolt.
Plus more.
Oh, it's a great lightning bolt.
37 points of lightning damage.
Woo! Your lightning bolt from your staff just blows straight through this Death Knight. It takes the full brunt of the damage. It looked perfectly effective, but this is a hardy enemy.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
I'll look over at Nero and be like, "Don't worry, you have friends," and give you inspiration.
Inspiration.
Oh,
The
God.
first
Oh, man, the
inspiration
first-
of 20.
Yeah! Maybe that's it. That's why this year's been so fucked.
Maybe we
We
all-
haven't inspired anyone
Yeah,
in a
it's
while.
It's true.
Maybe all we really need is a little bit of inspiration.
It's
we
true.
We all
Certainly
could
do.
use some inspiration.
It's a D8, right?
I think it's still a D8.
Yeah, look, 10. It'll go to a D10. All right, you are inspired, and you're to his side. You're not immediately adjacent to it. You are not in its threat range if you were to move from where you are.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll take like 2 steps back.
Okay. Cool. So you're about 15 feet off. Perfect. Nero, we're back to you, sir.
I lose my turn unless something changed. I am exhausted from breaking concentration on
Haste.
haste.
Okay. Yeah, this is just you just can't do anything.
Oh,
this
actually,
turn, right?
with that in mind, I will stand slightly in front of Nero.
Okay.
My man.
Yeah, so you can't quite interpose, like, because they're both in melee range, so you can't really interpose yourself easily, but you can stay also within that range.
Yeah.
Alright, Nero loses his turn.
Sleepy.
The Death Knight now has its turn. And it is... you see the front of its shield. It's a huge, massive, round shield. And this orb appears in the center of it and grows until it's the radius of the entirety of the shield itself. And it takes the shield and just slams it into the ground. And I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it a
It
spell?
is not a spell.
No.
Can I use a reaction?
You can?
Even though I haven't gone yet in combat?
Yes.
Am I being charmed or poisoned?
No.
I charm him.
Oh, not great.
I wish this wasn't it right.
Okay.
Do I add my...
Nat 20. So 23.
That's really good.
I was so scared for a second. The new die, because of the way they're written, it looked like I was like, please don't tell me this is cocked up against the wall. And I looked, and I was like, whoo!
Really? Exact same number die? Really?
15.
If
15?
you're within how many feet of me, it's plus.
You're all close enough for this
Yeah.
right now.
Then you get another +2 to whatever you roll.
17.
14.
Jormik fails. 17 succeeds.
That tracks.
Nat 20 definitely succeeds.
5.
Definitely a fail.
Yep.
All right.
Let's go. Let's take like
okay.
12d10 together.
It says that I can protect a creature from damage generically, because I wasn't sure. I think I can use it on this effect. You know, it's an AoE effect.
Your ward thing?
Yeah.
I mean, you pick one, but yeah.
Right, I still am going to protect Nero.
Okay.
My man.
That's pretty fucking clutch, because there's a fuck ton of damage coming in.
Oh boy.
Actually, I'll cutting words the damage.
Great idea. Would you like to cutting words the fire damage or the necrotic damage?
The necrotic damage?
Okay, cool. So we're working on the fire damage right now, but it's all one fell swoop in the end.
Is that full less?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Every point counts.
Could not agree more with that.
31 points of fire damage.
Let's
So
go.
what if you saved half?
Half if you save, so 15 if you save.
Oh boy. And then you have your
And
shield.
that's after cutting words? Oh,
No.
yeah.
He's not cutting that one. So
Okay,
no,
you
that,
have
it's either
25
31 or
HP.
15
I
if you
have
save.
28
Let's
HP.
go.
And
So
now
minus 15, I have
No,
13 right now.
you take minus 15.
None so far.
None so far.
No, I'm at 25.
Okay.
Which might as well be 1.
and then 36 points
Yep.
of necrotic,
Minus 4.
Minus 7 for you.
32 points of necrotic.
Have?
Halved is 16.
Yormek is
So how much
unconscious.
is it? So 16 minus the 7.
Well, you want to see if you can actually die here?
That's alright. I was. Yeah, it's about time to find
So
out.
I take 9 points of damage.
It's alright. If I had had my turn, Nero
My
would have been
heroes.
exhausted for another turn after this. So it's really,
Oh my
gotta count the blessings where you can.
Okay.
That was a slow burn.
That's funny.
Vera, you're up.
Ow. That hurt.
Your friends are with you, Aragon.
I was asleep. I'm awake. Ah!
I love the idea of Salune being like, just being like, yo, dog, your friends can come help you. Yorvik shows up and boom. Yorvik's now just like lying on the ground.
Mira, what are you doing in my dream?
Your friends could come help you. And that guy.
And Yorvik can take a hit from a shield.
Look, no one ever said Yorvik was your friend, so it makes sense that he's like that.
Travel guy.
True, she didn't even say friends. She just said you're not alone.
Yeah, it's true. You aren't.
No, she's just trying to recruit
Somehow
me
you-
separately, but this trial was booked later tonight.
Alright, Peter, what you got?
I'm gonna hit him with the slow.
Okay.
Oh, snap. That would be
That
fun.
is a wisdom save.
Yeah. DC 16.
Fail.
It's probably gonna be a wisdom save.
Probably, but if it hits, this is amazing.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah. That's with 2. You're
Starts with a T.
It's got a cool +9 to its wisdom saving throw.
Let's roll 5.
What is that?
6.
This is a death save.
Oh.
Oh, you're unconscious.
So the slow does not go off. That's not the correct type of spell to reload your ward, correct?
Correct.
I think it's transmutation. Is the
yes, it's
type of
it's
slow.
transmutation.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm. There's no reason not to use my blur right now because I am looking rough. So I will spin up my necklace.
Okay.
I have to roll non-natural 1 to make this go off. Okay, cool.
No!
Okay. Just gonna add that. Okay. I'm going to move in a way that gets me out of a potential fireball.
Fair. Yeah,
Assuming I don't provoke.
you won't. You guys didn't start in provoke range originally when you got backed into this fight.
Don't wait.
So you can just basically move 30 feet off of where the rest of the squad is for the moment.
Yep.
Brent. Oh, wait, sorry.
16! Hey!
Okay.
Yeah,
Success.
so you're fine.
Get up.
Woo!
Rolling that 20.
I was really hoping it'd be a 20. It's
Go
just a-
team. Let's
Win.
go.
Yorvik died at the pre-game, rolls a natural 20, gets up. Fireball!
Like, I'm ready for it, man.
Oh man,
This is your
is
dream,
amazing. This is your dream come true.
It's going about as I
I'm
would
here.
expect then.
I'm
If
here
it's
for
my
it.
dream, it's going as I thought it would.
Exactly.
Yorvik's down in the first round.
In fairness, as often as Yormik goes down, he's never actually died.
Let's not put that before round 3 of combat here.
Cart, horse, something. I
Let's
don't
not
know.
put the cart before the horse.
Alright.
All right, continuing with the flourishes with the staff, I'm going to make a melee attack using thunder
Okay.
against the knight.
What you got?
So it's going to be this plus. Oh, I really need to print a new sheet now that my proficiency's up.
Oh!
That's a natural 20 though.
Nice.
For a grand total of?
That's a great question.
That doesn't. Oh. Oh
You
no.
better hope it's 25.
1d8.
Googling. That was.
Oh, for a grand total of it's plus 9, 29.
He thinks he can't parry that.
You're right, but now I really want to look up if it was like natural 20 for like something within range of being able to be parried.
Yeah.
Man,
Can
that
can
is
I
an
still
edge
do that? I
case.
don't
You
even
can
know.
parry it.
I'm gonna have to look that up later. But no, you.
Double the.
Yeah, that is too much to parry.
All right, rolling this twice.
Don't worry, when I stand up, I will hit him with a pickaxe.
And that's 8 plus 5. 13 damage.
Let's go.
And then-
Thunder.
That is melee, but then he has to make a constitution save or become stunned.
Oh.
Which is the actual purpose of the attack.
Oh.
But this is. Let's see.
What's the DC concept?
No, never mind. Okay.
17.
Shrug like that's not pretty good.
The ACC.
So it rolled a 1 and a 4 for a grand total of. Wait, sorry. What kind of save was it?
Constitution.
For a grand total of 9, it is going to use a legendary resistance
Yeah.
to
I mean, you got
not
one.
fail
That's not feel
and not be stunned.
Oh, I forgot about my
And then
legendary.
the actual purpose of making the melee attack, I will then bonus action healing word.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We'll do that at level. Does it matter?
It's an
No.
extra D4 per.
But probably not based
Probably
on
not.
the
Yeah.
damage it deals.
If
I'm
I
in-
get
I'm in-
hit,
I
I'm
think
going
low,
down.
I'm just gonna do level 1.
Yeah, I think
That's
save
fair.
your higher level spell slots.
Oh, he's probably wearing metal, isn't he? The fool!
And then the question of, do I heal myself
Yep,
or
you
do
get
I
5.
swing with
No.
advantage twice?
And then we'll
Back
see
up.
if 7 would have done better. We'll keep,
We'll know.
we'll keep track of that.
There we go.
All right. Bryn, anything else?
Do I heal or do I swing?
I'm in threat range of him now.
with advantage.
Yes,
while
you stayed at
still-
melee range.
That's fine.
Okay. Nero.
Yeah, I think we're not gonna heal. We're gonna swing.
I will try to like shift out of like if he's able to like cleave or something. Try to like
Flank
just
him.
get-
You can like
get-
move
yeah,
around
yeah.
and get behind him. That works. Okay.
Can I do anything useful with my bonus action? Can Shield of Faith.
Yep.
I don't think I need my boots of speed right now.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, so I'll bonus
Nero
action.
runs away.
Bonus
guys got
action.
this.
Shield of. Ooh, hold
Bonus
on.
action haste.
But I do have. No, bonus action. Yeah, no. Bonus action. Shield of Faith.
Okay.
So put me back at that sweet 20 AC that he had no problem shattering before. And then I'm gonna just cleave into him twice while I still have the vow before potentially going down.
He probably rolled really well for that one,
17 plus 9, 26.
though.
26 is enough.
Beautiful. Then definitely level 2 Divine Smite
Okay.
for sure.
But you have like level 3 too at this point?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use my second level 3 slot when I could use that to haste later.
That's fair.
Bro, I got you.
Okay.
I don't need it.
Yes.
So far,
Give me
haste
that
has
sweet,
done
sweet
more harm
damage.
than good. I don't know.
As long as-
Just today.
You weren't there that one day.
As long as I can
It's
avoid
true, I wasn't.
all damage. I got
And then it's
7.
it's 2d8 plus
Yeah,
1
lizards.
for every level above,
I missed
right? If I remember
Zombie was
Divine
such a good
Smite.
lizard.
I want to say it was. I thought it was like 1. Like
That's
the number
right.
of levels plus 1.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So
So,
it'll
it should
be
be at 3
3d8.
at this point.
3d8 sounds.
8.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Are you using Dawnbringer?
I don't have it.
He does not have Dawnbringer.
That's right.
Yeah, he had to remind me. I forgot to.
Reroll 1s and 2s with a great sword.
Next step is going to be to take 2 weapon fighting.
Oh!
Yeah, well, I considered that as well as a Nero death wall.
I don't think I can
But
actually. Can I one hand a longsword?
6.
You.
Get it shrink.
So
I don't
it's-
remember if it has light or not by default.
Finesse.
No,
Oh.
light. For the
So
offhand.
I mean, it's Dawnbringer.
11 slashing and 14 radiant.
All right, so 25 total. All right.
Got him.
I didn't know if it mattered the damage type between the radiant and slashing.
Uh,
So I won't repeat that if. That's
yeah,
not
no,
relevant.
that one.
I'll just give you
it does-
total.
Yep.
Okay.
Next
Second attack.
Get it.
It has versatile.
24 is not going to be enough. Brinspiration!
That's two-handed versus one-handed though.
29.
29
Use the
hits.
Brinspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Bryn. 29 hits.
It is unparryable.
Another level 2 Divine Smite.
Unparryable Death Star.
That's my second. Reroll 1s and 2s. And turn them into 5s. So this is a really good smite, by the way.
Yeah.
11. 17. So 28 plus my.
I don't even know if
5,
this
so
is
33.
actually a good decision because I can just go down at any point.
I don't.
All right. Yeah, you
Between him.
cleave across the chest armor of this creature, and you see like holes behind it, and behind the armor is just more purple flame that's just leaking out of this armor. But it almost doesn't look like there's substance behind it. But no, both of your strikes land and deal very healthy chunks of damage. Anything else on your turn?
There's bonus action actions. I mean, I could back away, but I don't really see the value in that because if it wants to hit me, it's gonna hit me. So I will stand and deliver.
It's
All
not
right.
like how many of my spells that's really bad.
Yeah.
Is that?
It's next, right?
Yeah, it's up next.
It is
You guys
next.
are both next to it.
Yeah, but like you can
You
edge out one of us. That's fine. Just put
watch as this
That's the worst
creature,
thing that happened.
I'm just gonna cast this.
its sword becomes wreathed in a purple flame as it mutters some dark, infernal words and goes to plunge the sword into the ground. This is casting a spell.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna like.
Can we get a panel of counter spells going here?
Our spellcasters are like, mine? Mine? Counter spell?
You used up all your word, right?
Yeah.
Which
I would like to counter spell as well.
Wait, did you actually take it?
Yes.
You did? Oh my
Absolutely.
really?
Yes.
Oh my
100%.
God.
God. Poor Kevin's casters.
100%.
people
Look,
can
man,
cast-
sometimes I need to give him crazy nukes that aren't technically spells so that I can do some cool shit against you.
So Jordan's counterspelling?
I mean, Veer,
But
can
you
go
both,
first.
you're both going because
Yeah.
you said you were going to. You don't know that he
That's
can.
true.
Yeah, we've
That's
been
true.
in this
Yeah,
situation
yeah.
before.
You,
We
you
both-
get at least
You also-
at least one
you al-
time where you just
um,
step on each other's feet.
Yeah.
So you're not trained in Arcana. You can attempt to identify the spell. But you want to make you just
I'm gonna-
roll and make the caster check.
15.
28.
What was the DC? Was 20 plus the spell level or 15?
15.
I thought it was 15 plus the spell, which means
Okay.
I fail.
Yeah. Either way, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
Sorry, 24.
24
To
counter-
not have the spell happen.
Right. I gotta pull up the text for that. It's been a while.
10 plus the spell
10 plus
level.
the spell level, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, and you rolled a.
19 plus 5.
What did you roll?
This
I
spell
rolled a 16 on my d20. So.
Okay.
plus 11.
Well, this destructive wave is certainly countered.
You better believe.
Sticks his sword in the ground.
Right, exactly. No, you watch as it's wreathed in this purple flame, and he just like
This is called-
expectantly plunges it into the ground, and then just like nothing.
Dummy.
And
You know what? Did you just.
Vira, you're a great teacher.
no, and that's all it's got for this round. Vera, you're up.
Oh, nice.
It was stunned. Oh no, legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, it's what time is it? It's time enough for me to forget
Yep.
what happened 10 minutes ago.
I'm just gonna shout out really quick as I'm still recovering from this happening. I also need to write down that I got 6 points back on my ward here.
Nice.
I just kind of frenzied and panic and moving around. Should I try to contain it or should I try to kill it?
Kill it!
I'm looking at Nero.
Kill it.
Yep.
Okay, vitriolic sphere it is.
Ooh, dope. All right, that's a dex save for the initial acid damage, right?
Yes. Regardless.
Natural 20.
Yikers.
Cool.
But it's not immune to the damage or anything, so
Yeah,
what's it?
it's not
It's
low.
10d4, I believe, for the initial chunk.
Dexterity saving throw. A failed save takes 10d4, and I've already used turn. Successfully achieves half the initial damage, and no, yeah, so it's half 10d4. Fuck. I'm gonna borrow some of these, if it's okay.
Yep, go for it.
Actually. 4,
Oh, I don't have most of it.
9, 14, 19, 24, 12 damage total.
Pretty decent.
All right.
It does more damage if it actually.
Right, and it is more next round, too, which is
Right, well,
pretty sweet.
it would if it had failed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
So-
you lose out on...
More than half the damage.
You lose it on a total of 10d4 when the save passes basically because it's another 5d4 the next round.
Right.
But I mean, look, 12 damage, not insignificant.
Yep.
It's coated in acid, and you just watch it like bubble and hiss as it starts to just start eating away at this creature's armor. Bonus action or anything?
Nope. I think I'm good.
Yormik,
Hypothetically speaking,
do it to it.
what is a 5th level Grasp of Chaos?
I mean, it should say on the thing.
It only says 2nd level. Oh wait, never mind. I get a bunch more dice. Yep. Am I within 25 feet of this creature?
Yeah?
Okay.
Why? There's not a range. It's a melee.
Exactly. I want to know if I could run
He has to be able
the
to move
creature.
to it.
Yeah, you're super close. You
Oh.
got knocked down like 10 feet away from it.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yep.
I wasn't sure if I was further
So you
away.
gotta get up, but yeah, you can get up
Yep.
and get to it for sure.
Nero, I would make you quick, but I don't know that that's gonna speed you up all that much.
You do you, buddy.
I will cast a 5th level Grasp of Chaos.
Yeah, for sure. Give me that attack roll.
No, it teetered and then it said, "Screw you." It teetered and it said, "I hate you."
Yep. I'm gonna natural 1 as my.
Oh, is it that one?
It's a natural 1, and my attack just
no.
flows into the ground, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna look at Nero and I'm gonna say, "You know what? I don't know that I can even take a full swing for you, but I will be here."
Any bonus action? Anything?
Do I have a bonus action?
I think can't you draw cards as bonus action?
Oh, I can, but
And-
I don't
and I-
have that pulled up, unfortunately. I will draw a card, and
Something will happen.
exactly,
Okay,
I'll figure it out.
cool. Bryn, back up to you.
How's this thing looking? Pretty rough.
I mean, it's taken some heavy damage. You see where Nero like cleaved through some of its chest armor. It's got like purple flames licking out that look similar to the flame around the skull that where its head should be. And you see the armor sizzling from the vitriolic sphere. But if it's slowing down, you can't tell.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my pouch of exact change. I'm going to take 1 silver's worth of copper out,
Okay.
Oh.
and I'm going to cast Animate Object on them.
Ah!
Okay.
And they become creatures that can attack things. With
Okay.
a fly speed of 30 feet and a whole bunch of other stats. I'm going to toss them towards the knight and just say, "Sick 'em, boys."
Swarm of
Wait, how?
coins.
You said so it's 10 copper or 100 copper?
It's 10 copper.
Okay.
I can make 10 small or tiny creatures, and then I can make fewer,
Okay.
like medium, large.
So,
and-
so
and
what do these
huge.
attacks look like?
They are +8 to hit, 1d4
Jesus.
plus 4 damage.
Plus it
That's
hit.
really good.
And there's 10 of them.
Yep.
Action economy.
All right, man. Give me 10 attack rolls.
I heard we like action
Hey,
economy.
you want to roll
Doing
all
some
the
help?
d20s
Yeah.
at once?
Yeah.
So how many more you need?
I need-
1, 2,
I got 6.
3.
Wait, no, I'm not. Keep those away from me.
They're the
You're
inspiration.
taking-
They're the
3, 4,
inspiration.
5,
Oh,
D20s.
okay, they're
So
nice.
ready.
They're nice ones.
I've got 6 for you.
Okay.
There you go. You want to give us a magic number here?
Oh, the 20s!
Two.
There's 3 20s.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So one of the coins is really bad at
So
You
attacking.
just take anything over 15 and start from there.
Yeah. so
20 is your
20s.
base magic number.
And then a lot of low rolls.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
so
it'll
one-
probably end up equaling out.
Yeah. So one is a 25, and then there's 3 natural 20s, and then there's 7 misses. 6 misses.
Okay, so you can.
So it's
It's the equivalent of
7
hits.
hits.
Because-
Not quite, because we just double the dice.
Double
right?
the dice, not the.
Not
Right.
the modifier.
Right.
yeah.
4 hits.
So it's 7d4 plus 6.
So it's going to be this plus 2 more.
Ooh, those are good rolls, mostly.
Man, this spell is crazy.
death
10,
by coin.
13.
What a spell, man.
Not bad.
Call this
There's
the
gotta be
moneymaker.
There's gotta be a
17.
pot in here somewhere.
33
33.
points of coin damage.
That's
Does he have
amazing.
resistance to that?
Yeah, no, it does not. I mean,
It is bludgeoning unless you would like to rule it as
It's
piercing.
definitely bludgeoning. I mean, they're coins, or they're literally just like hitting.
Yeah,
So
I
it's-
don't
but
know
they're
if you
hitting
wanted to
really
make it like
fucking hard,
bullets, you know?
apparently.
Like,
Am I convinced that was a spell? He just like throw the coins at the guy.
Just throw 'em really
I
Sorry.
will say, I like toss them up, and you see them like stop for a second, like they'll pause in midair.
You said 33 total, right?
Yeah, and then I command them, and you see them just like.
All right.
Sick of
Jeez. That was fantastic.
That was
Anything
great.
else? Bonus action?
The bonus action was me commanding them. They are still creatures.
Okay. That's sweet. And that's a concentration spell, I assume.
Yes, for 1 minute.
For sure.
For free. Let me just cast this.
No, it's just
Let's be
upgraded
real,
spiritual
for
weapon.
sure.
All right. We're back to Nero.
Okay.
No?
Well, that
You
was
just
sweet.
watched just this like fucking swarm of
Yeah.
copper coins just bludgeon right into this thing. Ting, 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 ting.
That was sweet.
Thank you.
My turn.
Figured out how to talk to rocks, and I figured, maybe other stuff listens.
Alright, so it's
That was
definitely
the
still not
dancing joke, the
worth
thing where I was
hasting,
going
'cause
to
that
make
puts me at
things dance
20.
earlier. That
No, I
was-
can't double concentrate, so it
Get
would keep
it.
me at 20. So let's just keep on swinging. Real ugly. That is only a 20 to hit.
A 20 would hit, but it parries this blow away.
Hate to see it, hate to see it.
It's preoccupied with you. It takes a bunch of hits from the coins.
And a 21.
21 will hit. You bring the second swing around just too fast. It's not able to bring its shield up in the way in time.
Get it.
Second or first level smite?
Second.
Probably second. It's my last slot.
You haven't played Nero for a while, have you?
It's my last slot. That's why I'm debating. I mean, I still have a
You wanna
third
save
level.
for that crit?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I have the third level.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saving for the crit. Don't worry. I have my priority.
46 plus 88 plus.
So insane you can decide that
Ones
after
and
the fact.
twos.
Yeah. Like, really good, but like insane.
Yeah.
Another good one.
If there was one balance change that they would ever do, it's that you just declare a smite when you're
Yep.
swinging.
Yeah,
And that you only lose it if you hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The same way that like all the flavored smites work, you know.
Right.
Um,
Concentration aside.
Yeah. So let's see, 9,
It's above average.
It's way above
9,
The only rolls below average is the
13,
Patrick.
20, 28 plus 5. So another 33 on that swing.
33 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
You like leave another huge gash through its chest armor. And at this point, like a small section of it just falls off, and again just reveals this purple flame behind it. It certainly seems that the suit of armor housing this Death Knight is hollow aside from the flame.
Gotcha. So
Anything else on your turn?
I don't think I still have this potion of greater healing. My intuition says I don't have it. I don't know that I could do anything with my other bonus action. I mean, I certainly will. If nothing else, I'll probably click my boots together. I would say is probably a reasonable move with my bonus action. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So we'll go with that. Clicking the boots of speed together. Methinks.
Okay. Sounds good. At the conclusion of your turn, we come back to the Aspect's turn.
Yo.
And it, again, you hear it begin to mutter something in Infernal, and it is once again attempting to cast a spell.
Vera, do you want me to shoot it?
Go ahead.
Do I speak infernal?
Oh! You've
Speak
got to
like
be
this.
kidding me. Same thing. Natural 1.
It
Rolled
teetered.
from a 19 to a 1.
Although if it's a third level spell, it automatically succeeds.
Yeah. I was gonna say you should be like declaring your spell level.
Sorry, 3rd level.
That is not going to be enough. Wait, and it's 10 plus your roll?
Unless it's a 3rd level spell or lower.
Right.
10 plus the spell's level,
10 plus the spell's level.
and he gets his roll plus his spellcasting modifier.
Right, so 6.
Okay, that's not going to do it.
It's not a negative 4th
If
level
the-
spell.
unless
it's a cantrip.
What'd you get?
Natural 1. If I had used my spell.
Wow.
Okay, so you
Oh,
conjure
hey.
spell, but it doesn't stop
It was meant to go
It
off.
was
Wow.
nice to
All
trigger.
3.
Just
And you
throwing it
see another purplish energy wrap itself around
Generally not a
this
good
blade.
sign. Generally bad.
And
Totally.
it swings and makes a series of attacks. The first one of which is going to be at Nero.
Sure, that sounds like a
out,
decent
dividing its
idea.
attacks amongst
I should-
multiple.
Natural one.
I should mention you are able to attack the coins if you wish.
Duly noted.
Natty Una.
21 on the second one.
Shield.
Oh,
Word of Caldoran.
okay.
What's that do?
Plus 5 AC. So
Yep.
that was turn.
I've got 25 AC now.
It's like if Perry was good.
Right, yeah. So like swings and this blow looks like it's gonna like crush into you. And this ward just deflects it.
Double support me.
Vera, you're
And
amazing.
third
That's
attack
what I do.
is a natural 19
And
Nero
I
again.
knew much about that.
for a total of 30.
Cutting words.
if it cuts it, oh, this would be so good. Be big.
Oh, 3.
Oh!
Could you have even cut that as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I was at 25.
Oh wait,
between
right, because it
shield-
just leaves you at 25. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
What'd you roll? 29?
Good point. It was a 30 to hit.
30. So it had to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
so
I still
this
appreciate
is
it. It was close.
tried.
so you
boys.
take 6 slashing damage.
You're fine.
Am I?
Yeah, no, this is nothing. All
Am
ones
I-
right there. That's 3. You just rolled 3 points of damage.
18 necrotic damage.
Oh!
Jordan, why'd you
okay.
speak it into existence?
Oh.
I'm down.
Well, I mean that's okay because you're gonna take extra damage
I
too
was gonna say that was
from
not
the
the
staggering smite.
that was not the tone of voice of I'm done telling you about the damage.
Yes, you
True.
your mind is just suddenly just like fraught with all these images. Everything flashes before your mind. All of just every creature, every person that you've ever killed just flashes before your eyes, and you fall unconscious, bleeding out.
Nice.
And make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. Which die is the magic die?
Get it.
That's the
Oh,
one.
yeah.
25.
25? Okay, then you are not subject to any other effects of the stag.
So take him over.
Yeah,
Yep, he's about to take him over.
I was gonna freaking get up while making death saves, come
Vera,
swinging at you
back
guys.
to you.
Okay. I'm gonna check something.
Check some.
Check
the
something.
validity of the spell ingredients. He downloaded off the.
The music got very calm.
Could all of us fit in a 10-foot radius sphere?
Not currently. Well, wait.
If I moved somewhere, would we
You-
be able to?
Well, they're both in melee range, close
Correct.
by.
Yes, but where everyone's positioned currently, the creature would also be in the
that
sphere.
sphere?
Oh, because you're behind it.
Yeah.
That does not do me any good. Okay.
Sorry guys, I'll walk to the other side.
Well,
Mm.
I've never even used the spell, so you wouldn't even know that I do something about it.
Yeah, but it's also been an issue with Yormik and his general casting of AoE.
We're getting there.
Eventually, he's going to grasp of chaos the shit out of this thing.
You better believe it. I've got like 7 more spell slots at various levels.
Well, I can try to buy us some
And what does
time.
that do? Does that let
I roll every
all your
die.
Yep. It's the one where he's like, I want a
Every
spell where I roll
single
everything, and I'm like, oh, if I got a
What?
spell.
That's
for
right.
today.
Give us some time.
The
You
problem
could.
is if I double any of the dice,
It has legendary
it bounces to
Yeah.
another creature.
I'm gonna try and banish it. Give us some time.
Okay.
So
Oh, like if you
That is a
Yeah.
charisma save.
Yep.
it's very risky.
25 on its save.
You know,
This thing's a dick.
I want to get rid of one of those
I love
legendary
that.
resistances, but
Yeah.
It's got a +10 on its charisma
I
save.
figured it
How's it
was
scale
pretty
up?
convincing.
You get an
Yeah.
additional.
I mean, it's
D8
basically
plus
like
6
the
and
biggest,
4.
baddest, evilest paladin you can imagine.
Yeah. What's the
well,
base level?
I got some points back in my ward. So there's
Nice.
that.
That is definitely a non-zero factor because you get 8 points back for that, right?
Yep.
That's dope.
And that's it though.
Okay. Yormik.
I will bonus action pull one of the potions of healing that I have in my bag out, and I will just shove it in Nero's mouth. And you go.
It's an action to give it to someone else. It's a
Ooh.
bonus action for you to take it yourself.
Yep.
Oh, what a
I'm
guy.
gonna give him the potion.
What a man.
2d4 plus 2, my friend.
Bright side, you still have a bonus action with which to do something. I don't know if you have quick, and I don't remember.
I do. I most certainly do not. You get 9 points of healing.
My
I might
man.
live to see necrotic damage in the next hit. Do I have a single
But I
spell
don't
as a
have
bonus
advantage on
action?
attacks anymore.
I do not. You really look like you got him now.
Thanks, man.
You get your inspiration.
You don't have any bonus action spells at this point? Man, that's rough.
I have 2 spells that later on become bonus actions, but not when all my friends are standing next to me.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright. Yormik with the very generous turn. Bryn, we're back to you.
All right.
Another round of coin attacks.
Yeah.
I am going to strafe around and get back to the side with Nero
Okay.
and Yormik, and then bonus action.
Just coins.
Tell the coins like, hey, just keep attacking this dude.
Fire at will.
No, it's
How many die do you need?
Oh, that's
10.
good.
I have 4.
Yeah.
5.
With that, like, and like a
There's
shield
another
for
4.
me, especially. Like,
Thank you.
I like that.
Loved it because of that pouch.
Yeah,
You
I
effectively
just feel
turn
like
the
and then
the material
Oh,
components
oh,
for this into literally like a silver.
Yeah, that's. I was like this like combines so much of our campaign.
I get no attacks. That turn.
More 20s.
Cause
All right, so
20 is your magic number.
20 is my
Three
magic
or-
number.
As long as you say, yeah.
3.
And even if you don't.
Oh, this is a bad one.
That's unfortunate.
3 hits.
Because, like, he's going to hit you again. Otherwise.
No, we're not up here there.
I didn't want I really didn't want to do that shit before. But
I'm fairly confident that it
Oh,
will
this
last
is
the
such a
same.
low
Yeah.
roll.
I also died.
12
You're down.
damage.
Well, I'm gonna be, but I think in our last
How many
fight
hits was that?
against the
3.
Drow priestesses, I
Yeah.
did not land a single hit.
Isn't it
16. Sorry.
'Cause
Okay, I was like, it's plus 4 for each
Yeah.
of them, so that doesn't seem right.
It was a
16
1, a
damage.
1, and a 2.
And
Gotcha.
I was down like immediately.
Yeah, no, I mean, the
question
coins
big
fly
demon
back
thing.
again. Not quite as effective as the last time, but still doing some more damage to it.
And then, give me 1 second.
You see, even this time, a couple of them actually like
Not gonna
blast
give yourself
through the
45
armor and leave
You have to get
like
like
holes in it
45 negative worth.
that
Or I give
release
him
the familiar
disadvantage on
lavender
attacks.
flame from behind.
I like this.
Any bonus action?
What?
That was
Oh,
a
wait,
bonus
Disadvantage
action.
That was your
on
bonus
every
action.
attack.
I know.
Ah,
but
hey, you
have
wanna cast a spell?
Yeah,
He's still.
yeah.
You have to get like a 5 to not hit you, probably.
well, as I said, like 25
That would be good.
with my thing.
Well, I'm at 18, so it'll be 23.
Oh, special save.
Yeah.
I would heal.
I'm going to
It's close. It's tough.
Yeah,
um,
probably.
swap
You.
the
Probably
staff
you.
out for
Or just keep
Um,
attacking and letting yourself
Dawnbringer if I can.
I got
You can
another
just
potion.
drop
get
the staff
picked
for
up.
now and pull out Dawnbringer.
Okay.
That's what we do it.
So I'll do
I
that.
can bunch
Drop
my
the staff,
bullshit
pull out
fate
Dawnbringer,
and then do it.
So you want to use your shield of faith and heal. Or go back
and
That'd be pretty good. I think that's what it's like.
We'll make an attack with
That's not
Dawnbringer.
shield of-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's not HP.
All right.
Give me that sweet, sweet attack roll.
If it does, can go do
Right. Good call.
it. And then next turn you could do both.
Yes.
18 plus.
Stuff.
It's
Plus
a
8?
lot. It's a lot.
It's a
It's
plus
a +2 long.
plus 2 longsword.
So your proficiency plus an extra 2.
At least 6.
And it has finesse, so I get to add my dexterity, right?
Yeah.
So
So what's your dex bonus?
3.
3.
And your proficiency bonus is
4.
5, right?
no. Proficiency
Oh, your
is five?
initiative. My bad. It's 4.
Okay, so 3
That's
plus
my bad.
4 plus 2 is 9.
9. So
So
27.
27. Not even parryable.
Whew!
You slice another slash through the armor.
And that
How much
is
damage is that?
He's not the yoga teacher.
10. Like this, Nero? Woo!
Yes.
He's like decapitates
exactly.
him like this.
It's a D8 when you one hand it.
Yep.
Or though I guess there's no reason that you're not two handing it.
Yeah.
So never mind.
True.
12,
Unless he's Gandalfing with the staff.
12 points of damage. Is it undead?
It is not.
Okay. So 12 points of damage.
All right.
Does it do anything else?
He's going easy on the guy. That's what I'm
It's this big fancy sword, and I don't get any bonus effects. Come on, come on, sword!
It's radiant damage. That's
it,
cool.
It dealt good damage.
All right, good job, sword.
You rolled a 9, right?
Mhm.
What'd you add to it? Because it's an extra +2 if you didn't
It's
factor
plus
that
9
in.
total.
Oh, from the damage though, so it would be 2 more damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's +2 to hit and 2 to damage.
That's
Okay.
really good.
Nero, we're back to you.
How bad is this thing looking?
At this point, like there's multiple gashes across the front. There's holes from the coins that have like blasted through.
Yeah.
The armor in places looks like it's just melted away from the acid. Like you can't tell from the expression of the skull,
Right.
but like it looks pretty battered.
Okay. I think I'm still gonna go with the safe play. A bonus action, Shield of Faith again,
Okay.
and then
around it.
give myself with lay on hands with my action 45 extra hit points.
Woo! Yeah, that's great.
Full pool. Done.
Real good.
You got it.
Brings me up a lot. So
Alright.
I've got 20 AC again and
That brings us back to good Sir Death Knight. And again, you guys see it is grasping the sword. The purple flames flare a bit, and it mutters an infernal, plunges the sword into the ground.
I think it's my turn. I'll counter this one.
Okay.
I'll use a level 4 slot to counter it.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll.
We don't even know.
Is this the one that I tried to roll
Right.
con on already?
My favorite D20 go.
I think it
Disappeared
is.
on me.
I don't remember.
'Cause the
Oh, it's a
fireball
good
wasn't-
roll.
'cause the fireball wasn't
I think-
17
plus
plus
spellcasting modifier.
spellcasting modifier.
What even is that?
So is it plus 8?
Your wisdom or
Or is it just
No,
my...
it's your modifier.
Okay, so 22.
22 total, and
That's-
it's 15 plus spell level is the number to
I
be.
think it's
10
10 plus spell level to counter it. 15.
DC to counter it is 10 plus the spell level.
Fif-
so if it's a 5th
it's-
level spell, it'd be 15.
Yeah, it's 15 plus the spell level
Yes.
to identify it, I think is what we said.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, then your 17 successfully also counters this destructive wave
Let's go.
Dope.
that was intended to destroy your stupid little coins that keep just black pestering it. And I think that's all it's got on his turn then.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no, it's that's it. It can't destructive wave. Vera, we're back to you.
Okay, well I don't think I can Vitriolic Sphere again without hitting Bryn.
I am back on the other side.
Oh, well, in that case, Vitriolic Sphere.
Uh-huh.
You know, dex save.
Yeah.
a pair of 2s, but is going to use a legendary resistance.
That's fair.
That's 2 of them.
Yep. So it's 10d4 again. 4. 5.
Ooh, really nice.
Wow. 24. 12 damage again.
Okay.
Respectable.
Burn the thingy.
Yeah, especially that.
All right. Any other bonus action? Anything?
Nope.
All right. Yormik.
4th level grasp of chaos. Roll up sleeves I'm not wearing and just reach
Roll
forward.
gloves.
I haven't hit an attack in 3 combats. 14.
Oh no, buddy.
I have a plus 10 to hit with spells. I have to roll a 10. Unbelievable.
Oh, Jordan.
Pass. I'm bonus action. I'm getting a potion of healing out of my bag so that somebody can revive my dead body.
So you can take one out and consume it yourself as
Nope.
a bonus action.
I will preserve it to get somebody up because
Okay.
15 is not different than 5 in this scenario.
Fair enough.
True.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's so rough.
There is no.
Bryn.
Is it back to me?
Yep.
Oh. Because I countered. I was like, I feel like I just did something. Yeah, we're gonna have the coins be coins.
2 coin things.
So this is.
Wow.
You said 20 does hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Okay, so it's 3.
It could parry that one. It was exactly 20.
That's fine.
Dang
It's not an idiot.
4,
Big hit.
5.
Nice.
5
I mean, thing is, a base AC of 20 hitting on 5 out of 10 coins is pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
It was really good. Are you kidding me? Especially with the damage that he's been rolling.
9, 12, 32 damage.
What?
12 plus 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Jesus.
The dice.
That's my bonus action.
These
Uh,
coins are OP.
Coins are pretty dope.
Coins are pretty great.
I'm getting my money's worth out of
This
them.
is the 5th level spell, right?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, so this.
Yeah, this is it. This is my.
yeah, what you got for an action, man?
I'm gonna make another attack with Dawnbringer.
Do it.
Get it.
Do it to it.
Oh, it's a good
Oh,
one. It's a
17
good
plus 9, 26.
one. Good one.
Plus 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, we
Dawnbringer's
just
plus
talked about
2.
this. Okay, yeah.
Get it. Big money.
Oh,
Ooh.
Little money.
Small whammy.
I now see why Lenny hated
7.
rolling D10.
7 points of damage.
I couldn't reroll
All right.
1s and 2s, my
No, you
man.
can't.
At this point, it's just the armor looks like it's next to falling apart.
Good.
There's slashes all
Right.
over it.
Almost-
The purple flame is coming out all of these wounds, and we're back to Nero.
We're almost to phase 2, guys. We're good.
Yeah, right. It's gonna when it breaks out and it's just a floating skull.
Yeah, it's the
that
floating
shoots-
skull
yeah.
starts shooting
All right,
fireballs.
2 attacks on it. 2 swings.
I'm gonna have to miss a phase 2. Maybe cry a little too, but
That's a poopy one. And then that one is gonna get parried probably. It's 23.
Definitely parried. But its reaction is gone.
Yeah, but it's turn now, so.
But you have another attack, right?
No, I did both attacks. I don't have advantage because I got downed. So Vow of Enmity, I presume, is gone.
It's not a spell the same way.
I'm pretty sure it's gotta be gone if I went down, right?
That seems reasonable.
No, and there's nothing that says I lose it. As a bonus
Yeah, like-
action, you can choose a creature within 10 feet and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1
Yeah, like I don't think
minute.
I would make a Hexblade's curse disappear. I would make
Right.
the spell Hex
Oh.
disappear because it's concentration.
That's
Okay.
it.
But
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
actually
to
it
me-
doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, I guess if it's not concentration.
Oh, that's.
Baller.
Yep. do it.
Let's go. So it's 1 miss. You got it.
That's it, yeah.
And then a lot more than that. 27.
27. That's gonna be a hit, sir.
All right, I'm dumping my level
it.
3 spell
Do it.
slot.
Do it.
This is
We're
it.
using it, so that's gonna be 4d8 on top
Do
of this.
it to it.
48.
48 damage. Yeah, sounds about right.
It could be.
It actually.
It won't be.
Oh no.
Is there a low boy? Wait, oh no, we're good. It's not bad. 10, 13, 22 plus 5, 27.
27. You cleave the torso armor just apart, and as your swing strikes true, like you cleave straight through it, and the rest of the armor just clatters to the ground. The flame immediately is extinguished, and you open your eyes and you're on your knees in the spire again. Your moon-touched greatsword, still in hand, but it looks different.
Everything Lenny's ever wanted.
I need you to roll
Just a slightly
a
different color sword.
D100.
A D100?
Yes.
Plus, this is
To
what's
Yeah, the
determine
bonus.
to determine
The bonus.
It's
a
a
plus
plus
100
62
great.
He rolls a 2 and it's like,
To
yeah, okay.
determine.
it's a plus. To determine the final property of your moonblade.
Oh.
It's only a plus 34 longsword.
What number should I will into existence?
70.
I do have like I might have you reroll because I have like 3 on this big
Then
ass
you're like,
chart
this
that I'm
is
like
not
this is
okay.
not what's happening.
Yeah.
95.
Acid damage.
Make it the one that casts Wish.
How about a 48?
That's half.
I mean,
Reroll. It was
Almost
48
exactly.
reroll.
one of them was, it was one of the 3. Of course, the one that's 4d8, which is a similar thing to what I say. Let's get like a 3d8 this time. Or 51.
Reroll again.
You're
This
kidding.
this
Probably the
section's
same
rather
one.
large. I just need you to get outside of the range.
Oh, I see.
Get out of the bell curve.
I mean,
That's
well, I knocked it. I guess it doesn't matter.
Selena
63.
just snapping her fingers 1,000
Again.
times, just like, no, 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 no.
4.
4. Okay.
there you go. That's your plus.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
That would like best sword in existence.
Yeah.
Well, next week I will have a beautiful new item card
Oh my gosh.
telling you all about your new legendary sentient +2 Moonblade greatsword.
Yeah, see, this is why we ignore the sun one, because the sun's not trustworthy, as Jorvik has taught us.
Yes.
And I
please.
went back to my moon roots.
Let's go.
But like, what if you could wield the sun and the moon?
Do you really just defend logic by saying, as Yormik was saying?
Look.
So,
What
as
happened?
you
Oh my
just
gosh.
What happened?
gaze
Dream?
down upon this transformed blade, there's new runes and some new like ornate designs on the hilt and all along the blade. You just hear in your mind just, well done. And that's where we're going to come back next week.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
go.
Can I say one thing
Sure.
before we go out?
Uh-huh.
And not just in general. Do I feel anything different on, like, with my scar?
You,
corrupted still?
no.
Okay.
You no longer have the Misty Step ability that is tied to your scar.
I feel like that's fair. I feel like that is a fair trade.
I kind of like it.
I'm gonna miss
You missed the
chasing
Misty
down.
Step?
Hmm?
You kind of like that I know I have it, or like to have it?
Just
Well,
like the
you-
flavor of it.
You have this. That's one of your
I
paladin
still have the
spells,
spell.
too.
I still have the spell.
You just don't get a free cast for
Yes.
long rest
So
of
that was
it.
from being an elf.
Nope.
The feat exists, and that's where I stole it from. But it's from the spell.
Yeah.
The power was from the spell scar.
Maybe also.
Phenomenal.
But yeah, so that was our first thing back.
That was awesome.
And I thought for a while, I was like, Doug was like, man, the first section back, you gotta have some combat. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want them to like fight the people in Silbury Moon. And I was like, oh, this is so perfect.
This is
Yep.
that is good.
The three of you had peculiarly action-packed dreams that night.
You two did.
Poor Yormik.
Yormik
Look,
had a nightmare.
Yormik had a very selfless moment in that,
He did.
and
Yeah.
that's growth.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Here's-
Well,
Here's
I am
my
very
side.
much looking forward to playing again without a mask next time. This was fucking horrible, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But better safe than sorry.
Next time.
We'll
Thank you, friend.
be back next Monday, I think, provided
Yep.
everybody's able to make it. And Nero will get to check out more about his Moonblade. He'll get to meet his new best friend.
Yes, I love talking to sentient things. It is just what I
Until
do this
then,
campaign.
thanks for hanging out. And sorry for the super long hiatus, but I think we're back for a while now.
Let's go!
I remember how to live here.